Alright, welcome on into a little bit of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. What a game this is, holy hell. It is a medieval simulating masterpiece. You know what, some days I feel like I'm in the middle of Croatia when I play this game. It's been special. Henry has been a bit of a goofball. Honestly, I'll tell you the truth, his friendly friend Hans is honestly worse than Henry ever could be. He's gotten into trouble like 4 or 5 times. So we finally made it to the middle of the game, into a whole new map. They're pulling that Witcher 3 when you get to the Skellige Isles, and we're going straight to Kuttenberg, which I think is called modern day Kutnahorn or something. You know, obviously correct me when I get this stuff wrong like I do, but it's been really special. It is kind of janky. It still has a lot of left over from the first game that I wish they kind of fixed, but it's okay. That's fine. We live and we learn. I can't do stealth. I can't do lockpicking. I suck at them, but that's fine because we're loving every minute of it. We've been locked up nearly 4 or 5 times now. It's crazy. I feel like they had this moment where they wrote down scenarios for Henry and Hans, and they were like, okay, so maybe this will be the part they go to jail, or we can go this direction. And instead, you go all directions. We've literally gone to jail and been tortured 4 times and broken out. Somehow we're alive. But, more importantly, we're now stronger than ever. We have quite the little army. Henry's got his army together. We've met this incredible knight named, what's he's called, like Shishka. We fought him on the battlefield thinking he was a bandit, and we accidentally, well, not accidentally, but we didn't know he was a knight. We took his eye. We did an amazing slash, and he ended up becoming a bit of a cyclops, as so Godwin calls him. But you know what? Instead of wanting to kill us and go on a warpath, he met us in a duel, and with knight's honor, he respects us now, and he's part of the team. Then, on the other side, the woman we tried to rescue, Catherine, lo and behold, fucking triple cross, crazy twist, obviously spoilers ahead. She's actually a cool spy, and she's working with us. And she's now our sister in arms, as she's called. And then we have the legendary Father Godwin, no longer a priest. All those days in the first game, he's now joined the war himself, and he has saved our life. And then obviously we got Hans as well. Unfortunately, we got to save him. So now all that went down. We finally got Ishtan taught. Oh my god, we spent a game and a half, the whole first game and half of this game to kill this man. And let me tell you, when I killed him, I reloaded the game. Go back and check it. I had to kill him again. It was that good. Holy moly, it was just, it was beautiful. It was so good. I felt the relief that Henry should have felt. That's how attached to this game I am. So it was really, really fun. So he's gone. We got the horse back, but now Hans has been taken by Mark Fack, who was like a crazy little dastardly dude. So we gotta go to Kuttenberg now and try and meet them and warn everybody and assemble some armies before King Singamund's men show up. So yeah, we're kind of unfortunately licking our wounds because we just survived another onslaught. We're here in a horse and carriage, freaking Skyrim style, on our way to Kuttenberg.
If those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up.
So yeah, sorry for the big old spiel, but it's hard to catch people up.
Maybe they were just in awe of your beauty.
Nice.
There's the knight Shishka in the back. I don't know that's how you pronounce it. It's Z-I-Z-A-Z. His first name's Jan. I'd rather just call him Jan. What a game. What a game. You're not even the same person. No, you're not, dude. You're not the same. That's great. You're in there somewhere, of course. You've just evolved, you know. You're like a Pokemon. You've just evolved. You're an absolute legend. I'm a better man knowing you. You're good people.
Who is?
The dry devil.
Lord Hinek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Znojmo Castle, a great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdal.
Sukdal. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say I understand all the politics. I just don't.
I'll watch him.
Don't even think people of Croatia know all this.
You always say that, and there's always trouble. How do you propose?
Hey, Taku, how's it going? That was a long intro. Yeah, exactly right. That's how much we're trying to catch up, dude.
I don't need you
it's
insulting
insane.
before I get a word in.
Great.
Well, if you mean like the stream going for 2 hours, right? No, we played a different game before this.
Just don't go bugging
Mullet
each other,
Magic.
at least for a
Pretty
while.
badass.
That's all I'm asking.
It was like
What happens
Akira
after we get to
and
Sukdal?
Initial
We'll
D
find out soon
mixed
enough.
together.
The main thing we have
Pixel
to
art,
hope for
FPS,
is that the
roguelike
local
goodness.
lord will even receive us.
Who is that?
Sir Peter of Pisek, Mint Master to King Wenceslas
King
himself.
Wenceslas.
Very
Our
important
combat
man.
skills are
I
still
bet he can't
fantastic. I
wait
think
for
we
us to ride
killed
into
most
his
of the
border.
bosses in 3 hits. Not because we're OP, just because I got some skills. But unfortunately, my stealth sucks.
What's your plan after that? We have to save Sir Hans.
Yes, we have to save him. He got himself captured. How do I get rid of these fucking TikTok notifications? I've told you to stop twice.
I don't know. His uncle has a
Stupid
reputation for being a pinch purse.
Turn off
You know
notifications.
him, Henry?
I still give you notification.
Yeah.
It's like those dumb text
I don't know
messages.
where you heard
Text
that
stop to stop.
He was always kind to me.
But that's all by the by anyway.
How you doing today,
intend to
Chuck?
wage war, not
What you been up to? What you playing?
And if I know dry
I've been
devil,
drinking.
he's of the same
I've been
mind.
drinking. It's Friday. Cheers, lads. Paddy's Day. Paddy's weekend. I oppose. Express concern.
Won't it be dangerous for Sir Hans?
It will. And
Yeah,
for
he's got us in
too.
trouble
But
multiple
I'm sure
times.
Lord
We're in the
Caven
stocks.
is
I'm about
expecting
35
the
hours
road
into
to
this game.
Trotskyism
It's only halfway.
subjective on
And we have
Berghoff.
just entered a new
I
map.
reckon
Let's
he
see if
must
it's
have
on.
some idea
No, we
what
can't
I
open it
did.
yet. How come my stamina is so low even though my health... Oh, it's because I'm starving hungry. How is that my fault? Like, think about that game. We just went through one of the most unbelievable battles ever. Nice. What they're doing now is something they wanted to do in the first game, which is introduce very medieval style guns and stuff. Because this is set during the 15th century, you know. But thanks to the King of Hungary, that he's employed a lot of people over the, you know, even going across the Middle East and down to Turkey as well. So they're bringing across a lot of that Eastern craziness, like the experimentation with gunpowder. And we get to use it. Now, it's basically just a medieval blunderbuss. You get one shot. It just shoots a whole lot of flaming hot gunpowder in people's faces, and you end up covered in sulfur yourself. But we did see a medieval cannonball, and it destroyed the tower. So we'll see how we get into this. So yeah, this guy all bandaged up. That eye, that's from Henry. That's not from the last battle. That's from Henry. But he respects us. He is all messed up though from the torture scene. We took some mallets to our ribs. Honestly, Henry should be in worse state than he is. That's a little bit immersive breaking. But here we go. We're going to go into this new... Now, I would expect a lot of these missions to be full-on army, because we're on the cusp of war here. Oh, look at this fancy fuck. Holy shit, no? Peacocking or what? We've met enough of these fools. Yeah, that was some of the best quests I have ever done in a video game. Solely gruesome. Like, Red Wedding Game of Thrones meets Red Dead Redemption 2. That's how good this game is. I'm not even lying. I'm not even being a pompous little shit and bigging this game up for no reason. It is that good. But it is janky. It wants you to learn its systems or die trying. And that's a hard pass for a lot of people. I don't blame them. I don't.
I expect you
feel like you need to break your hands and break your brain just to relearn this game. So if it's worth it for you, if you love the payoff of learning a game, then this is definitely worth a play. But I get it if it's too much of a mental commitment to... Oh, who's this?
And young Henry.
Oh, who we got here? He looks... Is this a...
Margrave Yost.
Oh, this is Jobs. Okay, we're looking for this guy.
I'm afraid your friend Hinnick is
This
no
guy is...
longer
He's up
here.
there with King Zigamund.
I'd love to know what brought you two together.
So...
But also, what the hell happened to you?
So where exactly is Gutenberg? Are we closer to, like, Luxembourg now?
At the moment.
No.
Get some
Button, so-
rest. You're clearly
No,
in
it's
dire
Czech
need
Republic,
of
but
it.
it's considered
We'll talk
Bohemia
tomorrow.
back then. Yeah, Kutna
brother,
Hora. So
please,
K-U-T-N-A
take care of our guests.
and space H-O-R-A. It looks gorgeous. I want to see, there's a massive cathedral. I want to see if it's in the... Oh yeah, it's a city just east
Let's
of
go!
Prague. Okay. Oh, I'm telling you, if I'm ever in this country, I see a lot of people getting married in Ratai and places in Kingdom Come Deliverance too. That's how much they love it. Well, the first game. But I'd love to check these places out and try and compare them to the game just for fun. Gorgeous.
You must be tired and hungry after your journey.
The bergs at the end of it, you can see that kind of a German influence, when it would have been like Germania, right? A lot of Vikings, a lot of that going on, a lot of barbarians in those days. This is Catherine. She's kind of an equal for Henry. I don't know if we can bed her or anything, but she's kind of an equal,
To be honest,
which is nice to see. She gives as good as she gets, you know. Give her a little flirt and she gives you a little flirt back. Seems to be pretty decent with a dagger. She's already slaughtered some men, and quite good with the crossbow. She saved our life.
When's the last time I ate something?
Hardly surprising if
Yeah, well, I wasn't allowed to open the fucking map, was it? Okay, let's check it out. This is the whole new map. So we're in sucker y'all. Sucker me? Sucker y'all. Suck y'all. Okay. Sup y'all. Such y'all. Suck y'all. Apparently you don't pronounce the D. Okay, you can't see yet rest of the map because we haven't got there yet. There's a whole new map. I don't think we're going back. Oh my god, what's over here? This is the DLC stuff, is it? Now, they just had an update and added a whole barber shop thing where you can go and get your hair cut and stuff. Guess how big that update was. Just guess. Just guess. Do you think it was 10 gigs? Yeah, 10 gigs seems like a good amount for just a barber shop and a few mods and stuff, right? Yeah. 10 seems good. What about 20 gigs? Think that'd be good enough? Yeah, 20 gigs is pretty decent. No, fuck it. What about 30 gigs? No, it's not even... No, it wasn't 30 gigs for a few haircuts. Yeah. No, was it 40 gigs? No. It was a lot of haircuts, apparently. 53 gigs. It was 53 gigs. Are you fucking crazy? That's not an update. That's the whole game. 53 gigs. Never in my life. Alright, we're finally using our father's sword, which is a long sword. It's two-handed, but I think we can use a lot of our stuff. I should have a little bit of food here. I do enjoy this game, so, but, you know, if you ever see me playing it, you'll catch me in the middle of a 4-hour stream, already hangry, in the middle of, like, cussing it out. And I will not apologize for those moments, because, oh Jesus, why is that so low? Give me 2 nourishment? Oh, there's something very wrong there. Are we sick or something? Are we food poisoning? That's bad. That's all my dried food. What is it? Hunger. Stamina is decreased. Eventually you will start losing health. Tiredness. Yeah, don't worry about the simulator stuff that much. We were on like a 4 quest banger. And yeah, there should be some food around here somewhere. We'll find some. Don't sweat the technique. We can make our own anyway. Here's a pot over here. Maybe. No, does that count? No. I don't know what this is. Just a nice little place. We can also have a wash. That'll give us some health back. We needed it after that battle. Yeah, it was really great, like, finally getting to kill Ishvan. Thought there was thunder and lightning, and we threw him out the window, and he slammed into a watermelon against the rocks. It was, so much fun. It was like watching a watermelon explode. Good times. So happy. That guy had stolen Henry's father's sword. Pyro always has a go at Henry because he's a shitty little peasant. That's the idea. He's like, he doesn't deserve all this. I get you. Cracks me up that you give him so much shit. Someone has to, right? But it's fun, you know, the alchemy's cool. Obviously, you don't have to have played the first game. You can get it dirt cheap. You don't have to have played it. I didn't even get around to playing the DLC, and I hear it was very good. You get to play as Teresa and stuff. Teresa is his lady's love, but just like Geralt, Henry's a bit of a man whore. Over the course of the game, we've already bed 5 women. Good times. Most of them is just, sadly, just a dark screen with a whole lot of moaning. But there's been a few. There's been a few. One girl, we had a nice little tussle in the grass, buck naked. The whole lot was on show. I'm like, holy hell. Honestly, they were a lot less hairier than I was expecting. Let's be honest, medieval times. Makes the 70s seem like, you know, they trimmed themselves. The women should be hairier than the men. Let's be honest. Alright, I am actually going to die if I don't get some food. And normally you just hop down here, but that's not this video game. You will break your ankles. The number 1 killer is broken ankles. Number 1. Guys, amid the one and only Happy Friday. So it's been Amid's birthday week here, and he took the week off, but he likes to go hiking, but the weather hasn't been great. But happy birthday, dude. You're terrible nice to come in. Back. But every time Amid comes in, I'm like playing this or something, because there's a lot of games coming out. And the poor devil walks in, he's like, oh god, the rage has started. What do I do? It must be awkward for you guys. I'm sorry for that. Some rage is nice, you know. Maybe when I'm doing Fortnite rage, you're kind of half laughing. The stuff that comes out of my mouth, holy hell. I will destroy your whole lineage, your whole family tree. I'll go on 23andMe and destroy your great granny in every which way, you know. I'll exhume that body and just fuck the shit out of her till she dies again, you know. Bitch, I'll use some magic spells to bring your body back just to kill you again. God damn! Alright, maybe not that far, but you know what I mean? It's goofy. The things we say. I just played a really cool indie game before this called Mullet Mad Jack. It's on the Game Pass. It's really cool. It's 80s inspired pixel art, first person FPS roguelike. That's a lot of wordage. It's a lot of stuff going on there. We need some motherfucking food. Y'all got some food in this place? All fancy with your fucking kings and shit. And you got no fucking food? Where's the food at? I'm gonna have to start ripping off my own arm. Put a little salt and pepper, a little garlic salt on it. A little bit of ranch. Who likes the ranch? Who likes the ranch? Huh? You guys the fan of the ranch sauce? Or are you a fan of the ram ranch? Don't be messy. Let's see. I don't see no food. John must be Lent over here or something, is it? Lent. I know there's Ramadan for certain religions. Over here we have Lent, but it's more like just give up stuff. But mainly we don't eat meat. Are you the mistress? The captain's wife, Gertha. Hi, Gertha. Do you want to meet Gerthy? So I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm sorry.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I will. Sorry, it's Gerthy. I turned around and dick slapped you by accident. Even in the pants. That's why we wear grey sweatpants.
Excuse me.
When she can see you from across the room. Nice. Okay, now let's talk about. You guys have something to eat? Where's my food? Where my Mama? Please don't ride the food. Oh, come on, lads. How come they're eating? It's been a long day to see you again. Oh, yeah. I take that motherfucking bread, roast chicken leg, eat all this shit. Nice. Catching, if you were any good, you just lie down on the ground there and I'd have something to eat. You know what I'm saying?
I really need to eat something.
Anyway, I'm finally posting me clips on TikTok and stuff. And let me tell you, I can only say thank you to you guys. Thank you so much for all those clips. You're so good. Looking back over them, all that lovely evidence, all that horrendous stuff I say, and you guys were there to clip it, there to catch me out on any disgusting shit I say. And all I can say is thank you. Alright, we're gonna eat. Nice, depending on the quality of the food. Let's have a bit of wine as well. Like, come on. Look at that, we lose our stuff. Oh Jesus, I never thought about that. Did I lose my stuff? Son of a bitch. Where is it? Where is she? What are you doing here, Batman? Every fucking time, dude. Lift up the toilet bowl. Where is she? I'm trying to take a poo-poo. Can you please at least move to the left or the right? He's like, you know I can't turn my head to the left or the right. How fucking dare you? Nice. We could just roll up here with all the ladies, with Henry looking like that. I think some of the devs fell in love with Henry because they'd be out here having him like shredded. Like that wasn't the Henry the peasant from the first game. He was a little wily coyote. He could barely keep his pants up with the twine he had around him. Now they're like, what's up? And he had like this slick haircut and everything. What did we used to wear? That was old armor we were wearing to hide from the guys in stealth. And you guys know how good my stealth is, right? Thank you very much. I know we were wearing this, the Brunswick stuff. This stuff is actually cool. I just need to clean it. See, this is what I was saying about tricking it. You can change the clothes and then clean them again. If you have the skill where you get health when you clean your clothes. That's pretty good, right? Alright, riding gloves? No, that's gay. I only raw dog it every time. Every way, in every day. You got to raw dog. You got to lick it before you stick it. Jeez, it's Friday, boys. Watch out. You never know what I'm going to say. Please, do not clip this. Please, hello? Please, stop it. Stop pressing the clip button. I'm scared.
Quite hungry.
Nice. I'm quite hungry. Still? I just ate. You're Phil. Hold on, lads. I'm just going to go down and have a wash. Nice. Welcome to... Hey, Mutt made it to Kuttenberg. Did Pebbles make it to Kuttenberg? My poor horse. Ishvan Tot stole my horse. Let me see. Pebbles. Pebbles. Oh, no, I'm kind of worried. Is that you, Pebbles? No, horse. Horse. Where is my horse? I think my horse is gone. No, there's That's the boy. How you doing? Where's all your stuff? Your saddle and everything? Pebbles. You silly little prick. What did you do with your stuff? Put this back on. Run around naked, huh? Huh? Like father, like horse. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We were running around naked, slapping women with our dick, weren't we? Yes, we were. Yes, we were. Yes, I know yours is bigger than mine. That's not fair. You're a horse. Like, come on. That's not fair. Like, Jesus Christ. You guys, you could literally got a fifth leg running around there. Hold on, I'm supposed to get a wash. I'm supposed to wash my tackle. Excuse me. We had a good bit of medieval warfare. We had to get this Hallberg and push the ladder down that they were climbing up to get through the siege. It was really cool. And watch them fall down. I killed about 15 men. Pretty cool. Now we got a wash. What's my favorite thing about the wash is that Mutt, your little dog, will come over and drink out of the water. Or drink out of it first. He's fucking running. He's legging it. He's done something weird. And it's really fun to wash your face with dog saliva water. Let's go have a chat with these nice people. We've made it. It was a long journey. I think about, like, how far away... Excuse me! How far away that must have been, you know? You're traveling across Eastern Europe. You guys seem to be nice. I'm going to sit down here, won't I? Now, where's my food? There's a little bell. I'm going to ring it. Ding, ding, ding. Hello, can I get the salad on the side? Can I have what she's having? Medieval Meg Ryan. Hell yes. Somehow, her bush was smaller in the medieval version than modern Meg Ryan. You've seen her hair, right? Now, just imagine a smaller version of that crazy feathered mop top that Meg Ryan had. You guys having fun, I wish I had some food. I was awful hungry over here. Guess I don't deserve some food. Yeah. Hello? God, the service here sucks! You're getting a 0 out of 5 on medieval Yelp. Or as I like to call it, Yelp it. Yes, I'm giving you a 0 out of 5 on Yelp it. Yelp it. And the rare bit, and Yelp it. Viking version of this? Yes, I've been saying this for the longest time. Give me a pirate game like Witcher 3, you know? Full of big-titted mermaids, krakens, mermaids with krakens. You know, anything at all will do, you know? Ariel in there too, as a mod. Oh yes, I'll be part of her world. Dear God. What was Disney doing with those seashell titty bra titty? Titties meet bra. Bra meet seashells. But yeah, thank you so much for the clip. Sorry, I go off on tangents. Thank you guys.
Especially compared to what
there is a little program I might start using, but honestly, you guys get better clips. Thank you. I look back on some of them, and I'm not one to like find myself funny. I just say dumb shit. But some of those clips are actually fucking funny. And mainly just secondhand embarrassment, laughing. I'm like, what the fuck am I saying?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg.
What's the electric state? Not half bad. Okay. Everyone's like shitting on it. It's Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown Jr., isn't it?
But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
What was the CGI like?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Hey.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
Ah, come on.
And we nearly got von Berghoff too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
They used a fucking cannonball. It's partly my fault. He was saved by the Prague forces.
Mark von Aulis.
That's Mark Vark, as I like to call him, Mark Vart.
He's the commander of the Prague militia.
He's our villain now.
Exactly. And they came with
Casually
him.
watching WWE. Okay, nice.
But why would the
It's
send forces
been getting
to
better.
Trotsky?
But they didn't.
Made you shudder. Yeah, that's the best
They
term.
weren't
Yeah,
sent
exactly.
to
Thank
Trotsky,
you.
But here,
I was thinking cringe and
they
creepy
just
crawlies.
stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation.
I think Muggin is in the down. A few
Here?
people carry cash.
To my fortress.
Oh, right.
Christ almighty.
It's gonna be so
Not just
easy to try.
here,
That's so funny. Muggin is in the down.
everywhere where King
He's on the down.
Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also
Yeah,
one
it's
of
the
the
only
reasons
thing that
why
you
we're
can use,
here.
right? Yeah,
We
yeah.
came to warn you.
Be
It
surprised.
seems Sigismund's run out of patience.
They'll sell things for
He's going
100
to
of their
break the
value.
truce,
It's enough for
finish
them.
off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened
How is the
all his
new
followers from
WWE game?
Gutenberg
What about
with
that
Berghoff
AEW
and von
game?
Orlitz in the
I hear
lead.
that's more kind of
It's just a
arcadey, but
matter
still
of
nice to
time
have it
before
in
the
there.
battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard, and drill the troops.
Hope this guy gets a
But I
badass
granted
eye
you,
patch
friends.
or something.
Wait here. I'll have the best wine.
Definitely
I
not a
have brought
masterpiece.
you.
Animation's
Bring that
fine.
red
Actors
from
are
Burgundy right
high level
away.
A-listers. No wonder this movie costs
You might
330
want to
million.
save some
That's
for yours.
ridiculous.
I'll gladly
That's Netflix
risk
for you,
his
dude.
displeasure for this occasion.
Money
It
laundering.
seems we both have the same
Car
opinion
stick,
of Jobst.
like a spare tire. There you go.
That is, I wouldn't dream
Can't
of
have a
disrespecting
wonky
the Margrave.
when you've got a
Where do you know
donkey.
him from?
I don't really
Horse stick
know him
leading
as
the
such.
way.
We merely
It's not
know
called
each
horsepower
other due to
for
my
nothing.
original trade.
Yes, I've heard of
You guys got any plans for the
They
weekend?
say
St. Paddy's
used to
weekend
be,
here on the
well,
Monday, so we get that off. So it's nice
Yes,
3-day weekend.
A bandit.
I'll have
It's
a few.
no
I'll have a
secret,
few
sir.
drinks.
King Wenceslas
Being not
even put a
green
price on my
Guinness.
head once. And Catherine here.
Mostly
she-
we tend to have a meal
I'm sure
now.
that's of no interest
Paddy's
to the
Day.
noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well,
Jobst.
it's Henry here.
They don't pronounce
two
the
are
J.
quite
It
on
sounds
friendly
more
terms,
Norwegian than anything, or at least Scandinavian. Yups. But you wouldn't be half that far from Denmark anyway. So trust me, it's the influence of all the vampires. We only met once. Yeah. Yeah, we only met once.
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanish in
Look how clean we are now.
Anyway, we're
How good is that armor?
straying a little from the point.
I love it.
As I said, one of the reasons we came here is
Part
to
of
warn
some
you.
treasure
The
hunt.
other reason goes by the
suave,
name of
it's
Hinnock, the dry
embroidered in
devil.
the front in
Where is
chainmail.
he?
Well, he was here for a while.
I've been playing a bit of Monster Hunter for the first time as well. With Monster Hunter World, I know that seems like a cop-out.
Was here?
Hear me out.
So he's
I
gone.
didn't want to invest
did
in the
he
new
go?
game if I didn't like the series. So we're going to play World and Rise.
Didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with it.
I need some advice on the next
more about
giveaway,
your
game
graveyards.
giveaway. Like, what should I do?
When he met Hinek,
What's a good game to
he
give
was
away?
somewhat
Need to make it an
Disturbed.
event. I don't think, like, normally I think it was Elden Ring at that time. But,
Disturbed. Why?
there's no point doing it
let's
for
say, after an exchange
Night
of
Rain, is there?
opinions,
Elden Ring Night
we
Rain?
agreed
It's a
it would be
multiplayer
best
game,
if
it's like
we
only
saw as little
$40.
of each other as possible.
What do you
I'm
think?
sure if you're interested
Then again,
in the
people like,
details,
you tell them you're giving away a
Mark will
fiver,
explain it to you
they'll meet you
himself.
on the
I'd be
hill.
very
They'll
surprised.
die just to get that fiver. You don't think so, but trust me, half of them are screaming for V-Bucks. I'm like, that's 1,000 V-Bucks, which is worth €8. Like, what the fuck are we doing with our lives here? What was the Dry Devil doing here? I like that. What a
What
great
was
name.
Dry Devil doing here?
Unless
anyway?
it's a woman, then it's a horrible
Call
name.
it that. He ambushed 3 of Sigismund's supply caravans.
My
and
God.
a troop
When you
of
go
Jews
down
in
on
these
her and you
parts
come out with
alone,
a
it
mouthful
made
of
me
sand.
listen
Oh,
If
God.
anyone found out he was
So I can't
hanging
control
out
my
here,
brain sometimes, I'm sorry.
uh,
You know when
in
people
the
say,
end,
like, you need to think before you speak?
it was
No.
Jobst himself
No
who sorted
filter,
it
no
out.
nothing.
He told Hinek he had to stop.
How
because he
is that for you?
interfering with his plans.
Bleh. Jesus. Like the Sahara Desert. She had a pussy on her like Gandhi's flip-flop. Okay, that's enough of that.
Why is Jobst taking such risks?
Jesus, somebody
He always
stop
put
him,
himself
please.
in
God help
Sigismund's
him.
reach. What for?
To do what he's
Nice.
been
So,
doing all his
with the
life.
encroaching Switch 2 release,
Could put
I decided to
it away.
finally,
He's
you
seeking
know,
allies
send
amongst
off
the
me
undecided
all of my
lords,
Joy-Cons
and
to
winning over to our
Nintendo
side some of
for
the
a
ones
free
who've sided with Sigismund so far.
repair, apparently. Like, I can repair it myself. You can get a cheap
That's
Amazon
the way
kit.
it goes in
But, you know.
politics. The majority leans
see how that
towards
goes,
the
huh?
side where they expect the least problems.
We'll see if
Just
they'll
between
commit to it.
us,
Instead, if
I'm
they
not
need more
too
repairs,
pleased
they'll
myself
charge.
about
I'm like,
Jobst's
what
strategy.
do you mean more
And
repairs?
I'm the last one who'd wish
What the
for
hell? Where do you think I put that Joy-Con? No. I wanted to see if the haptic feedback was for real. Oh dear. Nice. The butt Joy-Con. Butt Joy. Enjoy butt joy responsibly. What are we talking about?
So, what about
The new
us?
ball bra Joy-Con
What do we
attachment.
do now?
The Margaret will
Jeez.
certainly want to talk to you.
But yeah, we'll
The
see. We'll
earliest
see if
we'll
that
get the
works.
fortress will be
I probably
tomorrow.
would trade in the
I
old
hope
Switch.
until
We'll see.
then, you
If you
won't
give me less
refuse
than
my
100
offer
for it, I'll
bed
just
the
keep it.
night.
Just an offer.
I don't tend
So
to
you'd
want to
let
have a
us
use
leave
for
if we
spare
wanted to.
consoles around, you know?
Well,
Especially if they're just
Margaret did ask
iterations
me
of
to
each
look
other.
after you until he returns.
But I'm not overly invested in
For the
these
sake of
parts, as you can see, as I talk over it.
security?
Mainly because it's fucking
Good
politics.
question.
And I don't care if
Was
it's
I
medieval
expect?
politics, modern politics,
be it.
identity politics.
couldn't take
I
another
don't give a
step
shit.
anyway.
I don't care. You know? Live your life like it's golden. Have fun. Don't hurt anybody. And it's none of my business.
Sir,
That's the
there's
rules
still
I
one
go
more
by.
thing we came for.
I don't care.
Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans
What? If you
Capon,
identify as a
Bergstein,
toothbrush,
hostage.
why would
And
that
we also
affect
have
me?
to warn Jobst's
Why does that
ally,
matter to
John
me?
of Liechtenstein.
That's good. Minty fresh.
Do
I
you
don't
know anything about those two?
Sorry,
care.
I don't. I didn't even know von Berg.
Watch me now. In 5 minutes I'll go, I don't know what's going on. Huh? They didn't tell me
I've
anything.
heard nothing.
Listen, Cyber. Huh? What? No,
Which is
listen.
actually good news.
You guys get to
If
see
he'd
me
been
having
caught and
arguments
executed,
with my
the
own
word would be
multiple
all over the
personalities.
region.
It's dangerous.
So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Yes. Thank you for your hospitality. That's how you're going to answer him? There's a strong hope he's alive. Thank you for your hospitality. I think I'll go to bed. Look at this guy like giving us the stink eye in the background. Now there's another guard inside of him. Damn. It's not medieval times. They've got weird people stitched together. Now there's a third guard. They're just showing up. They're all inside of each other. They really want that wine. And he keeps giving me the stink eye. He never blinks. He never looks. I'm scared. Stop it. It's like the Luigi Death Stare medieval style. So the Switch
Thank you for
2
the warm welcome.
launch lineup is looking
the
something
least I
like
could do, lad.
possibly a
Fortress is
Splatoon thing,
open to all the king's
because they're just
supporters.
re-upping that.
Even if
A
that
new
does
Mario
make it a
Kart,
bit
possibly
cramped.
the real world Crossroads thing, and probably not. They'll probably just reiterate on stuff. And a 3D Mario, and possibly Metroid Prime 4. So that's pretty decent, right? Rumors abound for a new Smash Bros. For next year, 2026. It'll be something got to do with Namco Bandai helping out. I think they helped out with Ultimate. I don't know how you get any better than Ultimate, but look,
I suppose I ought to get
the
to
money
bed.
has to happen. Next year is meant to be
Where can I
a new
sleep,
Animal
sir?
Crossing
I
as
had
well.
some chambers
So,
prepared
yeah.
for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor
Right.
and go up the stairs.
Where?
You can't miss it.
Okay.
There's a garland above
Nice.
the door. But first, eat your fill.
Ah.
All of you. And maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you.
Ooh.
The baths are in the little house in the courtyard.
I hope she's
next to the well.
Susanna in the highest, if you know what I mean. The highest regards for licking my balls. Nice. Hey, you can't call yourself a man unless you've enjoyed the finer things in life than having your balls licked. I swear to God. It's the weekend. I am completely sober, I swear. If you want to get a blood alcohol test right now, you can take it from a penis. I swear to God. No, this is more of end of week exasperation, sleep deprivation, all of those fancy words that basically mean I'm fucked. I'm fucked. But it's a long weekend. I'm happy. We're gonna relax. We're gonna get a little bit wasted. I usually do a little bit of GTA monkey humps on Paddy's Day, but we'll see. I'm on the cusp of GTA 6. I'm like, hurry the fuck up. We got shit to do. You guys ain't eating this, right? I'm eating this. This is mine. Got that good bread. I can take the whole fucking loaf of bread. That's right. Gluten intolerant. Make me laugh. How you doing, girl? Yeah, we shouldn't come on to Catherine too much because she's, you know, she's our sister in arms now. But I could come on her. I'll come on to her. No, sorry. Nice. All the roast chicken leg for me, motherfucker. That's right. Get out of here. Excuse me. Can I take this whole roast pig? Excuse me. Roast pig coming through. Get me. Sorry. I need that. I need to get by you there. Look at the roast pig. He's guarding the roast pig with his life. That's a good man. Are you finished with that? Can I have that? I'm hungry, girl. I want some milk. Mama. No, sorry. What do you think of Lord Pishk?
What do you think of Lord Pisak?
No, it's
He's a real
Pishk.
man, at least.
He's a Piscopalian.
Nobleman. Good mannered.
he's after
but I hope
pissing
his
on my
age has
palin.
weakened his hearing. You should be
You
ashamed
guys have
of yourself
palins
asking
over
about
there.
him when he's right next to us.
Didn't you have like some kind of assistant or somebody or a politician called Palin? Anna Palin or something? One of those. One of the Palinaires.
What happened at Nebakov after the Praggers took the fortress?
You're
Praggers?
asking me?
Wow, I've never.
course.
That's what people with Prague are
I know
called?
you weren't there, but
Prager.
maybe you heard something.
Is that where pragmatic came
know
from?
what
Now,
goes
see?
on, right?
The
I
more you
remember
learn.
that
No, that's
diabolical
not where it
shot.
came from at all.
Nothing after that.
That must have been really
Told you it was an
terrible.
education problem, and it
I
starts at
heard the
home
shot
with me.
all the way from Troskowitz.
I have an education
I'm
problem.
afraid all I know
Tend to believe the shit
is
that
when
I
they
make
took
up in
the
my own head.
fortress,
Dawn of Ragnarok's now
everyone I
$15.
listened to
Okay,
and
nice, dude. Good
everyone
shit.
they found.
Are you gonna
I'm sorry.
pick up all the Assassin's
Most
Creed
of ours
stuff
got left behind there.
this close to Shadows? Why don't you just get a month of Ubisoft Plus and you'll have all the DLC? You're a madman. I've never seen anyone throw away money. You have like 6 copies of Hogwarts Legacy, 14 copies of Hogwarts Legacy, and then 18 copies of Lego Harry Potter. See, you didn't think I was going to go there, did you? You're a madman. There's so many better
There was a
ways of doing
hero
that.
called
Like
Clara,
Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'm going to get a
Of
month of
yours?
Ubisoft Plus and just play it that way for like $12. Like, I'm not even hard for money. I'm just smart with my money. That's how I'm not hard with my money.
She was
Your daddy's credit card must be
really
like
kind to me.
burning. It's got like black marks down the bottom because it swipes so
Wait.
much.
Maybe.
But you're dead right.
maybe
Enjoy
she
yourself.
managed
Enjoy
to
a bit of
save
Assassin's
herself?
Creed.
Nobody would have
I've been
a young girl
hunkering
like that,
for
would they?
some Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Sorry.
Do I wait for the remake?
I shouldn't have said that.
What's
Don't
wrong?
apologise.
What's wrong, Miss Catherine?
It's not your fault.
No matter how much
You
we
have
get
to live
washed.
every day like it's going to be your last.
Oh.
That's all you can do in our trade.
No. What do you think about Michael the Adjudicant? That's all.
Thank you.
Yeah, can we trust these? The last 2
I'm sorry,
fortresses
I
that
can't
we
tell
came
you.
to
No,
ended up
that's
being
right.
horrific people.
Thanks.
Nice. I don't want to spend like monthly subscription. Yeah, but in 1 month, if you're hunkering for Assassin's Creed like you clearly are, in 1 month, you could buckle down and play like 4 or 5 of them, or all of them if you were really crazy. But it's all good. I get you. Do what I do. Pay for a month, immediately turn off auto-renew, and away you go. The things I do with a month of Game Pass, it should be illegal. Honest to fuck. And then I get the rewards and it pays for itself. It's like, what the hell? I put a $5 down. 5 fucking euros. Right, he said there was a garden somewhere. But then he said someone would wash my bollocks. Who was that? Hello? I'm gonna need 3 women. It's gonna be like that scene in Coming to America. I thought you have sex with your bathers. I know I do. The late great James Earl Jones. Didn't he'd say that, did he? He has sex with his bathers. Nice. He was a freak. Hello, you must be Susanna. Oh, I believe you're the woman I was told to see about a trim and a cut and a tickle of my bollocks. Nice. Let's see. Yes, you'll do quite nice, quite nice. I'd like a bath.
Lord Pisek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself.
Fragrant oils? Nah, that's just for women.
Well.
Have you got any lavender? Nice. Let's be honest, lads. Come on. No, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. During the 2000s, everyone was like, if you're into this stuff, or you dressed well, or a good haircut, you were like a metrosexual. It's like, no, it's not. We just take care of ourselves. We don't look like a scruffy bollocks. Nowadays, though, it's like, some guys, you walk in, and it's full fucking face mask, got the hair mask on, they got the fucking treatments going, they got the bat bombs going. It's like, oh, that's decadent. Hey, look, if that's your relaxation, go do it. I'm not going to sit here and judge. It is a sight to behold, I will say that. But, yes, now that's what I call service.
I should get used to this.
If
Nice.
Sarah will allow
I think she's going to find a couple of bat bombs I've hidden somewhere. There you go. There was 4 bat bombs up my ass. I shoved a whole jar of bat bombs up my ass. Well, that's nice. Thank you. Oh, we're not well rested. For some reason, the haptic feedback goes crazy when they're doing Pest of the Mortar. Like, are you slamming that thing? Jesus, it was just a normal bath. Get your dirty minds out of the dirty sewer, you dirty, 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 dirty. I'm shy. It's not my fault. Every other time, like, we were helping this medicine woman, you know? It was Dr. Quinn, medicine woman, Dr. Clara. And her way of saying thank you was a bit of fucking 69. I think everybody's going to bed. I'm going to go to bed too. And we'll have freedom to sail around here. No, it's not here. Apparently we're going to have a bit of a fight here as well. As long as we don't end up in jail ever again in the entirety of this game, because it's been 4 times in quick succession. This is the one with the garland above it. Nice. Nice. Be your private dancer. Look at this place. This is all for Henry? Are you joking me? I love this little trick. Let's see if it works. Yeah. They put this thing in the game where you can look out windows, and Henry puts his hand on the windowsill, so he's really looking out. He's like, cooey, alright. Nice. I think, yeah. Okay, cool. I want to spend money in a monthly subscription. Don't you already pay for a monthly subscription on Life, don't you? Right? You have to auto-renew that or you'll just die. There's the shithole. Nice. Oh, there's actually a hole in the bottom of it? That's not normal, is it? How can you... Someone could see my booty cheeks. Oh, no. And then, is this mine? Is this all my stuff? Nice, it is. Okay, let's put away some of the crap. I always say I'll sell it later. Then I don't. There's the pistole and the lead bollocks. Look at all these fucking torches. And this is some of the leftover stuff that I ain't going to use. Good. You gotta be careful because, you know, there is encumbrance. I'm not too close to it. I got my cumbrance. No cumbrance. I'm gonna cumbrance. No. So you've over-encumbered all over the kitchen floor. Why? Why? Why did you do this? Why? I'm sorry. I couldn't catch it in time, you know? Bop it. Flick it. Drop it. Gamekeeper's letter. I'm not sure what that one's about. See if there's anything else we can get rid of here. Yeah, we don't need this until we're actually doing some blacksmithing. The spade. Oh, it only weighs 4 now. I swear it weighed 7 before. Don't need all these bandages, like, who are we kidding? I'm a badass. And keep the soap on us, you never know. Should keep the soap in a safe place, between your buttocks. Anything over here? No, this is grand. Anything else we can get rid of here? This needs a cleaning and a sharpening. Oh, I think I put away my father's sword by accident, did I? What should we do? Should we keep the father's sword? Where the fuck? Maybe you can't get rid of it. Did I get rid of it? Oh yeah, you can't get rid of it. So I gotta be careful. Maybe they'll take it off me again. I'll have no sword. What do you think? How much does it cost to hold this? 1.9, so that's fine. Oh, here we go. This halberd is heavy. So is this. What else? Yeah. We haven't run into an encumbrance issue in quite some while. Anyway. See, I'm carrying a lot of heavy weapons. Do I really need 3 of these? Apparently. Just don't get hit, you know? Top tip from Coober Hooduber. Don't get hit in a video game and you won't die. How did you come up with this? This is incredible. You've won a Nobel Peace Prize and a Pulitzer Prize. And my own mother wants to meet you. Wow, okay. Yes, tell her I'll give her an autograph. She said you gave her an autograph already. All across her chest and on her back and a little bit in her hair. Anyway, okay, let's sleep and save inaccessible action. How fucking dare you? Sleeping. Sometimes they put a nice little poem there in the middle. Nice. A nice Friday. Yes, hello Barney, how's it going? How you doing? I save money because I don't want to spend on full price. And the Curse of the Pharaoh is also on sale. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, more nightmares. He's having horrific nightmares about his parents' death. And even with Ishvan Thought, you see, it's this revenge thing where, you know, how can Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 do better than Last was Part 2? Where it's like, revenge doesn't pay, you know? It's not as simple as getting revenge and just expecting your demons to go away. It changes you, it shapes you. Creepy.
Father, did it make you feel any better? It did.
I wonder, does he say something differently?
So what comes next?
More revenge, apparently. I should have timed when we started this.
Von Aulitz is next.
I hope there's more to this sword. I really do. Because those runes aren't just meant for nothing.
What you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
Right. What does Henry want, you know? I don't even know if he wants to just settle down, become like a blacksmith of his own. I like these scenes. You know, maybe you think it's all hogwash, but it's more about the fight for Henry's soul at this point. He could just turn into the very thing he hates, you know? An executioner. Oh?
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir.
I mean, you again.
You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose.
Yeah, so Hans
I
has been taken
his
hostage.
name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to
I doubt he'll
his
have an eye
rooms.
patch. I don't think they'd bother with them back then. You never know. What about Catherine? You know, is she
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you?
good wife?
I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
No.
Very well. I'll go now.
Is Henry
Before
hurt?
you go, I brought you something for breakfast,
Thank you.
in case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No.
Not bold
Definitely
enough.
not. Thank you.
Medieval time, being bold just means being
Do
forward.
you need
But
anything
in
else?
Ireland, being bold
No,
means being naughty.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me.
Oh, for
sir.
God's sake. You may leave. No need for formalities.
I'm not a nobleman.
Yeah.
You don't have to
God's
stand on
sake.
ceremony with me.
No.
I do.
Decided to play through the
Since
Driver
you're a
series.
guest of the Margrave,
Nice.
sir.
How are you going to
May
get your
I
hands on those?
I. That is. Yes.
Are you finished with Deus Ex now?
Thank
You're not
you,
going to get the
sir.
other ones? Deus Ex and Deus Ex Invisible War? You have a PC, don't you? You can get those pretty cheap. They're considered the best. And then I guess with the Driver series, I don't know how you'd play some of them. I don't even think Driver San Francisco is on Xbox or something, is it? Maybe. Hard to know. Oh, that beautiful day. That this game can be absolutely gorgeous. How does the stream look? Been messing around with the bitrate and stuff. I know you're not going to get much out of 720p, but let me know. Something I've noticed, like what I've been doing for years now, is I export my streams from Twitch to YouTube, and then there would just be videos and all that, you know. And they lose a little bit when they go to YouTube, you know. Lose a little bit of quality. So then I was thinking to myself, when we did this, messing around this multi-streaming this week, I was like, it's going to be better quality on YouTube now, because it's been sent over there. It's not the case at all. So whatever compression, and then like you know, you go down those rabbit holes after rabbit holes, and you figure out what the hell's going on, and it's confusing. It's piss. Apparently, they want you to put your internal resolution to 1440p, and then even if you're streaming at 720p, there's only so much downsampling can do, downscaling, before you're just gonna lose stuff. I don't know. Right now it's 1080p. Don't really care. I've never cared about that stuff. Honestly, the more I found messing with bitrates, the less people can watch your stuff, and I would rather that, you know. Any of these things that we mess with, I find that, especially on Twitch, it doesn't really matter for us affiliates. You came through the door and came back out again, you gobshite. Yeah, it doesn't really matter for us affiliates because we are kind of given the shaft a little bit, not in a good way. It's just there's only so much server stuff to come around, and they give it to the big guys. So even if they're at 6, I've noticed they're at 6,000 bitrate, which we can put our stuff to, but just for some magical reason, their server stuff like crystal clear.
We aren't idle here. My man trained like that every day.
She never got a wash up.
If Sigismund and his army happened to turn up, you'd have 2 warriors.
Where's Godwin? I think he went off on his own. I miss him.
Why wouldn't he?
Kurva!
The kingdom in Gloucester. And everyone knows he's on Wenceslas's.
I don't want to be all jealous of him.
The worth Henry of SKALITZ. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it.
Through eBay, yeah. Are you gonna like pick up the Xbox 360 versions? Finish Deus Ex. Mankind's gonna skip Invisible War. Oh, okay. The original Deus Ex is very good though.
What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Maybe the boys will fix that up. I saw what day is today? 14th. Oh, it's not me. See, I saw that a ray traced upgrade for Half-Life 2 is coming. It's like a demo or something. I think it's a pet project. I know it's done by Valve. I might play that. I'm wanting to do those because I think Half-Life 3 might get announced before the year's over. I know that sounds like crazy, but you've no idea the amount of things that just keep popping up. See, Valve are cheeky buggers, man. They'll make mention of Half-Life 3 just to mess with us because they know people data mine everything. Your Garrison's impressive. Garrison's a joke. I'm not interested in fighting.
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run.
How much are those games? I hope they're not expensive. That's Ubisoft, right? I don't think they own the other Driver games.
Nobody with any sense
But they bought them with Driver San Francisco. Driver San Francisco is really, really something else.
Now look here, I was just being polite. I'd happily take on your
Oh.
Ach ja?
Do you fancy yourself a knight?
Come, jongen.
I kind of thought we were a knight, honestly, or at least because we were sort of knighted by Radzik in the game.
Go against one of ours.
Alright.
Cock, come here. The first to bleed loses.
Oh. Well, I guess that's catching then, huh? This is the part I don't like, is you won't pick out the fucking sword. Alright, first to bleed loses. Does that not count? I saw blood. I see blood on the ground. If you say so. Kurva! Let's see what you really got, boy. Come on. Master Strike. I dare you. Come on. Don't be afraid, little one. Oh, we're using a long sword now. So things are a little bit slower. That seems... I think that's your blood there. That's your blood. Alright. Now you fucked my shit up. And I got unfucked my... It's okay. I know you're called Pullock. Alright, what's that catching? There you go. Aha.
Excellent, Henry.
The fuck are we wearing? First to be stabbed in the heart, right?
You have my admiration.
Good. First to be beheaded wins. Thanks, lads. Here's my head now, huh? God damn it.
You should
Got the
receive
headless
some
chicken.
kind of
Someone had
reward
Driver
for
1
that
and 2 on
feat.
eBay for 60. That's
What
great.
rewards would you have in mind?
I thought they were on
I was
PS1. Maybe they're on
rearranging our
Xbox. as well.
saddlebags, and I remembered I took a small memento from Trusty.
Yeah, Driver San Francisco is like a
What is
second
it?
person
Hunting
game. Not first
crossbow.
person, not third person,
I
second
even
person.
think it's von Berghoff's.
Where you're kind of like
I
a
was
disembodied
meaning to sell it,
spirit
but
hopping in and
it
out
might
of these
serve you
cars and
better.
stuff. It's kind of
All
wild.
right.
So yeah, Rockstar bought the Team Bondi guys, they
The Margrave
kind of
is
left
expecting us.
and created a new studio, but still all the Team Bondi guys have made Ella Noire. So that's a good sign, and we had seen some recordings and stuff.
Not really.
I think Rockstar are finally
I'll go and pack my things
putting the
instead.
pieces together
I
to
have a
start
feeling
making
we'll have to leave
regular
soon.
games again.
A woman's intuition.
Oh yes. One time I had a woman's intuition all over me, and let me tell you, sticky! Alright, decorated field crossbow, is that better than the one I have? It is, okay. I shall keep that. The crossbows, all that stuff is okay, but it's only really good for those kind of siege moments. You just can't pull it out and get it going straight away. It takes an age. It's based on real stuff, so it takes an age. It takes a country just to pull back. Why are they always in the fucking way? Sorry. You were just walking to and fro in this castle, aren't you? Annoying the piss flaps out of me. And nobody, and I mean nobody, annoys my piss flaps but me. Nice. Old field crossbow. I don't think it's going to help. I think what it is, you need to get your archery up and then you'll start reloading faster, shooting faster. Blah blah blah. What I do want to do, as I said, I left this foolishly on a cutscene. What I do want to do is is the lockpicking skills and the stealth and get that up. Remember when I was playing the first game, I took a brief moment between streams to get better at reading. And when I came back, I was doing a lot of alchemy, and your guys, you didn't have to see me reading for ages. You had to manually learn to read in that game. Not as excruciatingly hard or anything. Oh, look at this.
It's strange, crooked, like a letter from a fancy book.
Cool. Watch this guy turn out to be someone cool.
Lord above!
You know what he is.
And were you conquering or defending that castle, sir?
If he wears the bandage for the whole game, I'm gonna feel so bad. Give him a leather strap or an eye patch or something.
Forming a wine cellar, you see.
Ah, I do see.
Jan Shishka.
Captain?
What do you think? I've seen
Driver 3
days.
Parallel Lines, San Francisco on
youngster?
Xbox, 1 and 2 on PlayStation. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, Driver San Francisco wasn't even 3, was it not? Because Driver 3 had like the E as a 3 or something. You're right, dude. That one was very good. That one, I think Driver 3 was the most famous one. We'd pull off donuts and had like doing the missions, and it was like pieces of ripped paper and stuff. Wasn't that it? You're sending some old memories back my way. Thank you.
I'm feeling pretty battered.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Still have your strength.
Nah, don't say
I think they'll get a Kingdom Come
strength.
Deliverance 3 out there.
A real man of iron.
They have Space Marine 3 coming now. Very unique for them to announce it and with confidence like that.
Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Alright. Expecting trouble? No, we should look for the Dry Devil.
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
San Francisco was like a prequel to one. Okay, so you know more than me.
Talking to him.
Remember those old Die Hard games as well? They were good. PS1 was a special time. Nice. We should be hearing some news from Persona 6 very soon. Now, I don't know if it'll come out this year. I think they'd fancy themselves as Persona 6 2026, but if it is 2026, it'll be early. It'll be like when Metaphor came out, like January, February. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of folders and files and listings showing up. Good, yes. Good. Starfield soon enough on PlayStation, we'll see. There's so much to and froing and bullshit, and it's like, just play the games, get on with it. Let's see, okay. Are you expecting trouble? Yeah, okay, this is just... We're just catching up with everybody.
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
Supposed to go alone? I'll be going then.
Should I really go and see Jobst on my own? He's a Margrave, though.
So what? You already know him better than I do. You met him in Ratai. I only know what I've heard about him.
Could there be any better weapons than the father's weapon?
A bit odd, I suppose. But you must understand, I'm doing this for our benefit. The less time I spend
That's what the owl say.
in one room, the better.
Let it all hang out.
I'll be going then.
Alright, we gotta go talk to Yubbs. Banquet hall for the audience with Yubbs. Yubbs is like almost like another big lord, you know. I think he's second only to. He might even be the big guy we have to defend for the rest of the game. Very kingly. Second only to Wenceslas. This is the guy we beat up, I think. No, he's just soldier. And the guy we beat up was Pulla. Excuse you. Alright, in for the audience. We gotta get... when they start these new chapters, it's quite political intrigue and politically charged. So it's like...
Henry!
No, please!
Where's
No,
Captain
Mummy!
Zizka?
I don't want to go to school! You know?
He got held up.
But it's up to you. I mean, some people love this
I
shit.
received a report that
I know they do.
Volkergov's banner is
Eat it up
flying
off
in
the
the
floor.
camp of my dear cousin Sigismund. So I assume the negotiations at Trotsky
The idea is
go
to
too
want to
smoothly.
give Henry a little bit more
No, sir.
importance and oomph.
I
I
don't
get
have
that.
good news for you, I'm afraid.
He is just a peasant man
Well,
trying to get
good or
revenge
bad,
for his
I'm
father
sure
and
you
his
have
village.
plenty to report.
It's been 2 years. Yeah, we should be getting a director's cut of Hogwarts Legacy
So what happened
with like a
von Bergdorf
15-hour
at Trotsky?
DLC. I just don't know if they're going to charge us full price for it again. But they're hard at work on a full sequel, but that still is about 2 to 3 years away. Hopefully 2. But we'll see. Our team is now just Hogwarts mad. I hear that the Lego Traveller Tales guys, they have a whole new Lego game coming. And then also, I still hear rumours of that Harry Potter remake. They want to do a Lego Harry Potter remake in the style of Skywalker Saga, where it's putting them all together and then the Fantastic Beasts and all that together. So we'll see. I just don't know if that'll be such a good idea. There's no rush for them to do that anyway. They're going to wait for the TV show probably. So you'll have the old skins and the new skins and the Lego. Von Burgo betrayed it.
Bergov had no interest in our message. By the time we finally arrived at Trotsky, he'd already...
Pretty
long
impressive,
since
like
made a
even though it's
deal
been
with
7 years
Sigismund.
since the first
Of course,
game,
he didn't tell
this game
Sir
did
Hans
take
and
place
me anything.
directly after that
And on top
conversation
of
at the
that,
end.
he used us to do his dirty work.
Yep.
Everything went to hell in the end, and we ended up in a dungeon.
How good is this armor?
Or
I
at least
can't stop
did.
looking at it. The little
They
lions,
took Lord Capon away. In fact,
chainmail,
that's why we're here.
the gold on the sides on
We're
my
following
arms. That's a
von Bergov's
separate
trail.
piece, but it
So
goes
I've
with it.
heard. But I'd be interested to know the details.
Yes.
It's been some time since our meeting in Ratai.
You're telling me.
And now you appear here by the side of a quite
What a great voice. It sounds like that
unexpected guest.
Oblivion voice. Yes. Stop you. It was difficult with Shishka. No.
An unexpected
It's a misunderstanding.
Yes,
Let's not
of
put him in
course,
this.
I've heard of Zizka before. And of
We're
his
supposed to be getting an Oblivion remake
unconventional
in April,
ways of
and
supporting
they've just
our
announced
king,
the Elder
but
Scrolls
I
Online
don't
is
know
getting
where you
a
know him from.
an audience or a
Outside
stream, you know.
Trotsky.
So that
Rather
probably is where they're going to
complicated
announce it.
circumstances.
I'm excited for that. It's
Swords.
probably be a bit shitty, but
Can only
anyway,
thank God we didn't kill each other.
you know how it is. And Silent Hill is
Who was
doing
giving
well.
Zizka orders?
Like, let me
you know?
know if there's a series you like and you want to know something about it. See if I have anything in the old chest. Sometimes these rumors show up in different fashions, you know, like Arkham Annihilation being put into Gotham Knights and stuff like that, you know. But the rumor with Rocksteady is they have one last chance, and they might not even get to put out this game, but it's meant to be Batman Beyond. But they might not get a chance. It's going to take 2 or 3 years, and by then Warner Brothers might either fold just their gaming division, you know, or sell everything to Disney. I think the only people who would buy it. But here's the thing: just like we don't want Xbox to go away because PlayStation will become complacent. They're already becoming complacent as is, which means they're not, you know, doing as good a job with the games. When they do put out games, they're fantastic, but it's just they're falling by the wayside. So we don't want that. You need good, healthy competition. It's the same with Warner Brothers and Disney and Marvel. We don't want that to go away. I know Warner Brothers has been suffering and been piss poor for over 10 years. I get that. You know, you get your Jokers, you get your Robert Pattinson's Batman, which are great standalone movies, but they don't hold up an entire goddamn multi-billion-dollar company. It's just not fair. Same with Hogwarts Legacy being the only, in their mind, considered you know, successful game. But it's their own fault. They apparently spent 120 million making the Quidditch Champion games. What a crock of shit! That game's not worth 20 million. That's so dumb. It should have been a DLC for Hogwarts Legacy. But anyway, so yeah, they're going to milk that by giving us a DLC. I'll play it if it comes out. I enjoyed Hogwarts Legacy, and it'll be a stopgap before we get the sequel. And then yeah, Wonder Woman's dead. I couldn't believe that Bernie actually broke the story, because most of the story news stuff happens as I'm streaming, because most of America doesn't come online, if you call it that, which is basically like midday for Ireland. Or something like that, or you know, by the time I'm fucking streaming, like 6 p.m. is midday for them, right? Yeah, that's usually when they come online. You very rarely get any news before that time. Sometimes, if it's like a scheduled stream or something, that's about it. Otherwise, yeah. So I'll get on here, I'm like, fucking, I'm missing stuff. But, you know, we've always stuff to chat, you know? I like to talk about this stuff. It's all just intrigue and rumors, and usually ends up being hearsay and you know, not
I think
cool.
it's some
But still fun.
Sokol of
It's been 2
Lambert.
years, yeah. I want to get into Resident Evil. Yeah, dude, you should. Don't worry if you're getting shit on, or people are doing speed runs that they don't want you to join. Who cares?
Forgive me,
You don't need to
my
get
lord.
into that side of it. Just enjoy
How
yourself.
is it possible you don't know? Aren't you all on the same side?
My advice to you is start with Resident Evil 7. Or 2 remake.
And each of
It's up
them
to you.
has their own ideas about how
They're
to
all
defend
fantastic.
him.
You can't really lose right now. And more remakes coming. And then Dino Crisis, which is just Jurassic Park Resident Evil, which is fantastic. Instead of dogs bursting through the windows, it's velociraptors. I understand it's complicated. It won't end well. Yeah. I hate this. I love how Henry's so naive that he's like, you don't realize the lords know nothing of the going-ons of their own land. In fairness now, some of these are multiple country sizes, you know. Bohemia is huge. Like, eventually, due to more wars and that, you know, it broke up into like Croatia and all these other countries. But back then, Bohemia was fucking huge.
I understand.
Some of these land masses are the size of Russia.
On the contrary,
Oh God, these
it's all
bastards.
quite
I love
simple.
how they're actually called
If I
repulsive.
could get them all
You are
together
repulsive.
in one banquet hall, give them their fill of
Black Mirror
wine
gets a
and
7th
venison,
seek. I've seen that.
they'd come
It's only
to
6
agree
episodes,
that
right?
Tom
Saw the
was
trailer this
strong.
morning, got hyped.
Let's
Good,
move
good.
on.
It does look good. A lot of AI
heard something
episodes.
about a
Maybe
pillory
the
and
same
poaching.
episode. A lot of good actors in there.
God's
I
name
counted
did you
3
and
Irish
Sir
actors,
Hans get up
which
to?
is great. And instead of messengers, they thought we were beggars. Should I tell him this stuff? Like, play it down. See, remember when we told Sir Otto a lot of stuff, and we got into fucking trouble, man. So like, the question is, you're informing him, which is good, staying on his good graces, but it comes off as a very much like tattletale bitch, you know. That's weird. I don't know. Sir Hans' fault. Like, it was all my fault. I don't fucking think it was anybody's fault, dude.
Things went wrong right from the beginning. We were ambushed, and we lost the letter. Lord Capon and I were lucky to get out of it alive.
Ted Lasso, good,
But no one
good.
at Trusky
Football
believes
fan
that
Ted
we were
Lasso is very
messengers.
hard to watch,
Von Berghoff
especially the scenes
refused
where they're
to
actually
aid a
playing.
nobleman in need.
But it's American football, is it
Seems
not?
pretty
No.
low for a man of his stature.
Well, to be honest, Lord Capon didn't really look much like
Season
a
4 will
nobleman.
have AFC
We were
Richmond's
ambushed while
women's
bathing in a
team.
pond. Then we
What's
fled through the
AFC,
woods.
American Football
So
Club?
we really looked like a pair of beggars.
AFC Richmond.
That must have been
Richmond,
a peculiar feeling
Richmond.
for
I mean,
Lord Capon.
sounds like something from Seattle or that. But I don't know.
Not only for him, sir.
There's probably 15
I may be just a
towns and
bastard,
cities called Richmond in
But that
America.
doesn't mean I'm used to begging at castle gates dressed in rags.
No, no.
Of course, but
Whoops.
there is a difference between
I failed
disgrace
that.
for a commoner and for a lord chosen by God. In any
God.
case, are you sure there's nothing else you want to tell me?
Istvan Toth was at Trotsky.
Well, you should probably know that Istvan Toth was working for von Berghoff,
Who's he?
one of
Fictional
Sigismund's
club from the
cronies.
show. Oh, okay.
He was causing havoc around Ratai.
Ah, yes. Hanush and Radzig mentioned some such person. They even foolishly let him go.
They had to. They gave him their word.
Yes. Well, it's actually quite heartening that some people still have such naive ideas about the world.
Well, no one let him go this time. He's dead.
Very good. From what I've heard, he was a bandit and a cutthroat.
Pretty
There
much.
should be no dealings with his ilk.
Coward. He was Isn't Shishka the same as Thoth? No, no, that, hey, come on.
And do you want to tell me anything else? Besides about Thoth?
That's all that happened, sir.
Truly. My court messenger and bearer of tidings, both good and bad,
Tidings? What is this?
Has mysteriously
Liechtenstein.
gone silent.
Oh.
So every piece of information
Oh yeah,
get
Liechtenstein
now
has gone over
is
to
precious.
Sigmund, right? Didn't we figure that
By
out?
the way, you said you were in von Berghoff's dungeon.
Yeah, that's
And
fun.
I can imagine how they treated you there.
What is this?
Tell
Like
me,
fucking confessing to
did
your
you
father or
reveal
something?
anything?
I'm sorry I ate all the ice cream. I betrayed Liechtenstein. I didn't say anything. I'm not winning those, am I? Let's just tell him.
Well, although it wasn't me who told him,
No, it was Godwin.
von Berghoff did get certain
Yeah.
information.
What information?
About Liechtenstein. That he's in Kuttenberg. And what he's doing there. I'm really sorry, sir. But... well, they tortured us.
Picture version of
That
Crystal
is
Palace even
truly
filmed in a stadium
unfortunate.
have some colours. Oh, nice.
But you've nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, whenever
I think it's too
American
much to expect anyone to
shows
hold their
portray
tongue under
football, it's a
torture.
bit rough.
But Lord
Remember the old fucking bend it like Beckham and
What
they're
if
like,
they killed
we're
him
going
because
up
of
to
us?
America for
John
the
went
women's league.
straight into the lion's den.
Or like fucking anything got to do with like the LA
Thank
Galaxy
you
and
for
that.
the news.
So, Jesus
You're
Christ.
free to go if you want.
It's 90%
But I would be
publicity and
glad if you
10%
stayed
football.
at the fortress. As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay.
What?
I'm sure you already want to go home.
Wow, I'm honored, but I can't accept. No, I cannot abandon Sir Hans.
What? Go home? I can't. I have to rescue Sir Hans. I made a promise I'd protect him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon.
What?
I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
So?
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
I don't really agree with that. Who's to say you won't accept the ransom?
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave.
DC Sonic crossover, my first thought was,
We should wait for a
why?
ransom demand.
Yeah. Jeez. There's nothing Sonic won't do right
I
now.
wanted to talk to you about something
Right.
else.
Waiting for
I suppose
Fortnite
you're
Sonic,
wondering
honestly.
why your friend Hinnick, also known as the Dry Devil,
Oh,
isn't here.
that's Hinnick.
Oh,
Oh.
there's plenty of gossip
I
going
wonder
on
if you
around
had
the
killed them
fortress.
back then, would it show up
You
here?
and PSEC refused
There's so
to
much
grant him
going on in this
asylum.
game.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnick came to burn and pillage. I have quite different
Just saying that the
plans.
players in the show are Premier League level players.
what
Should have
might
won a
those
dozen Champions Leagues by now. Oh, damn.
Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
No,
It
no.
would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics.
What a load of
Let me
shit.
just explain that that was what was called for in the situation.
Right, I bet.
But I assure you,
Bunch of
that
nattering
I
old
am
hens,
now
that's what I'll be
acting
at.
in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Careful.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road.
What? No, don't.
No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa.
You can't trust any of these idiot fucking lords, honestly. Sit around
Enter!
stuffing their face while the real men are out there changing the world.
All ready to leave now, sir?
Looks like Ubisoft might be willing to
It's our time.
sell off some of their IP.
I expect the captain was
I doubt
about to
like
leave
Far
anyway.
Cry or Assassin's
Are you
Creed
not?
or any of that would go, but
With pleasure.
maybe.
And you, Henry?
Me?
Yes.
Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund,
Oh,
which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with
anyone?
headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences.
Sounds like a threat. Ba-ba.
I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
That pretty much tells us we can't trust him either. I want one of those cool helmets. I used to have a couple of them. Bastinets or whatever they're called. Bastinets, bastinets. But, they just look ugly in the cutscenes.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great
Let's hope
impression.
Catherine got cleaned up, did she?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
You bet your ass.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Are we all splitting up?
Gutenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein.
Yeah.
Anyone knows what's going on in his godforsaken country, it'll be him.
True.
In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Nice.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Damn. Yeah, that's kind of her main thing, is she's like a spy. No one expects a woman, and two, like, she just plays off as a handmaiden, so she's getting literally right next door, like on the ear of some of the most powerful men in all the countries. Alright, speak of the devil. Cool. Coachman, you can pay a coach to caravan take you between Trotsky and the Kuttenberg region. That's good.
Go from village to village.
I was hoping this guy would get a nicer bandage. I mean, there's going to be a Predator Spider-Man crossover. That's brilliant. Will be named Skinner. That's cool. Sounds like it might be like Predator 2, where he was skinning humans and hanging them up. Forza on PS5? Yeah, dude. It's done. All the games are coming over.
Where do we start?
Gears of War will have a collection before the year is out. Starfield in the next month or two. Indiana Jones, which we knew already, that's in April. Yeah. Xbox are playing the long game, which is put our stuff everywhere. It's all going to Switch 2 as well. It'll tarnish the Xbox brand as an individual, but it will rake in the money, and that's what they want. This is Microsoft's doing, not Xbox. Microsoft want that 70 billion they spent on Activision now. It's like getting a 30-year mortgage, and then 5 years into it, they want the rest of it now, which is unfortunate.
What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
Sucks because they're a proven entity, you know. Minecraft, they paid a lot for Minecraft. It earned its money back, I think, in 2 years. Ever since then, it's been like raking in something like 10 billion or something. And then the movie's coming out. The movie doesn't look great or anything, but it doesn't matter. These kids will watch piss flaps. They have Bluey on all day. Fucking Ryan's Toys, you know. They watch shit. And they'll continue to watch shit. Head to the Devil's Den. Admire. I think they meant like admire the land. So is this not Kuttenberg then? This is just a stopgap. Let's see what they say. I think the map was massive. This has to be in Kuttenberg. Kuttenberg and Dudenberg. Let's see. Tootin' on your Kuten. Oh, beautiful. Where we going? Gosh, I love these little pictures. It's very wizardry, if you ever knew that one. Oh, maybe it is a different map. It said Trotsky and this place. No. Hello? We're actually going to wander into Kuttenberg? They want this to be a big event. It's like getting to... Oh, sorry, buddy. Okay, just load it up. It's like getting to Novigrad in Witcher 3 for the first time. They want it to just be this great event. Let me guess, that must be the Dry Devil. Oh, he's got a mace. You know why he's the Dry Devil, right?
I warned you, you had it coming, you drunk. Hang on, I didn't see.
Oh, right beside the horse shite.
Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
No, no.
You wouldn't get a crossing for an alternative, mine.
That's the best racing game. Agreed. Agreed.
I'd have a use for that turnip.
Because we like our simulators, but
with iron,
it's just not the same. What I want is a Forza in Japan already. There is this, I think it's called Greatest Drift, no, Japan Drift King or something like that. Has a weird
You might have
fucking
noticed. There's
name?
more
I
of
don't know.
us than you.
It's just drifting in Japan.
Fixed.
Alright, boys. More comedy you can hear by the music. Let's go. Whoa! No, we're gonna kill them. Okay, he might be the dry devil, but he's basically like the drunken fist, you know, drunken king. Yeah, we're using our father's longsword. I'm not quite used to it. It's a little bit slower, but it's a two-hand, you see. It's quite strong. That's why they're dying pretty fast. I could have done with different combat music, I won't lie to you.
No one's had it. Got you. What's it to be? Are you gonna fight or drop down?
I might have to. No, that's it. I'm used to the short sword. It's very strong though, Jesus.
Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
Speak of the devil and dry devil, and he's drunk. Good lord. That face that Henry makes sometimes cracks me up.
Huh? Who's that?
I played
Where's your old band?
Forza Horizon 1, 2, and 3.
I see we have
And then a dip potato chip.
That we do. Anyway.
But those first couple with the festival style, I can't lie, it was fantastic. It's very like 2010s though.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help.
The good old days of like David Guetta and
I couldn't handle
what was that DJ that passed away?
One of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or
starts with an A.
one arm in the stocks all the
all
time.
those DJs. Very kind of poppy EDM music.
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee.
Vinci, yeah, thank you.
That.
Or Vici. Thank you.
There will be plenty of
Vinci?
time to get acquainted with the local customs.
How you doing,
They're
dude?
looking for the devil.
How's your
Where is
Friday?
Well,
how sick are you now? How many eggs have you got inside you?
Now's the time.
What kind of question is that to ask another man? How many eggs have you got?
Gentlemen, I won't have this.
We've traveled to like 5 places.
Making a mess.
What a game.
Started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
Kubienka?
Pay him.
Oh. He's looking at me, is he?
All right, then. What did I do to
I can't
deserve
help you.
Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything.
Have 2 chocolate orange ones? Nice. Only, he says.
Sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Chishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
I'm gonna jitch myself. Keep quiet. Who's this devil chap anyway? Just you and the devil here? He is the devil.
Is it just you and the devil here? Where's the rest?
That's the problem.
What problem?
Well, I'm alone here.
Where's everybody else?
I'd like to know that too. When the devil was
I thought he was the devil.
Some are dead. Some ran for the hills. Some are probably holed up somewhere drinking.
You'd know.
What? The devil's been captured.
I want to
That's
see.
how you tell me
We haven't got to Kutenberg yet, but I hear just like Novigrad in Witcher 3, when that first came out and when this is out, they both run like complete dog shit because it's a massive city. So I'm excited for that. I want to have that wow moment. Where's he being held?
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him. So he's probably in the town jail?
Fuck. There's no way we're getting him out of there.
My words. Otherwise, we would
It's hard to know. Like when I look back at the streams to see the quality, I think it looks pretty banging. But then, like when you blow it up, it looks worse. I don't know.
Can't pull off something like that.
People, most big streamers must stream in 4K and then dial it back to whatever. That's the only I can think. Cause be crystal clear. The other thing as well, you gotta understand is running through Elgato or any capture card, not just always shit on Elgato, but any capture card, you're diluting it. You know, it's 2 pass-throughs. It's technically 1. But you realize that the first pass-through is going through the capture card, then it's through another HDMI. That's what adds the delay most of the time. But to me, it also adds a lot of compression. And I know they have the 4K ones and all that, but it doesn't matter how many you use, there's going to be minimal compression. Besides, you know, like playing the game and capturing it on through OBS on PC, you know. That's why I don't understand why people use a capture card on PC. Confuses the piss out of me. Like, for a PC game, you know. It's like, what? You've added like 4 extra steps.
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some on
And some people have the internal ones, and they're supposed to be better. Who knows? Trust me, I'm too late in the streaming game to care about that stuff. Even if I was gifted a 10K Star Forge PC with everything all built into it, I wouldn't use the half of it.
They knocked the devil down.
A beast PC would be wasted on someone like me.
Etta and I tried to help him, but
this one I have now is fantastic, you know. It's like a little $2,000 setup.
To leave him there, but we would have been captured.
But I got it for 800.
I've been
Bargain,
sitting here
brand new.
drinking ever since it happened. So maybe a week, maybe even a month. More like a month.
But I'd say I would say the
haven't hanged him yet.
RAM
That's the thing.
and the motherboard is
The devil's
pretty
famous
shit,
for
and the
lots of
CPU
people
cooler.
look at that,
Oh shit,
but they
it's
won't
pre-made.
give him the news or the
I'm gonna go and build
They
it
want
myself.
to send his soul to the Lord in
Not
a
have the
much
time nor the
worse way.
knowledge, honestly.
The devil.
Anybody
is a
can
proper
replace
bastard,
one
but not
component,
even
but
he deserves
destroying,
What are they planning to do with it?
you know, €1,500 worth of a
prize in his
graphics
hat.
card just to
He's
say
the
you
most
built your
feared
own
robber baron
PC,
in
just
Bohemia.
that ain't it. That ain't it,
There are
Jack.
several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him.
There's certain things I
They
just
really
won't
want
mess
to
around
relish
with.
his death.
And that's like
They'll take him to their camp outside of town for
motherboards.
that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes your dice wager.
Okay, this guy's a yapper. I'm sorry. I've had enough of you, sir. Jeez, he's still going. Sorry to skip the dialogue, but as I've said, there's a vicious problem in modern video game writing right now, and it is writers love the sound of their own fucking voice. You get your mission, which is to go find the dry... He has to give me 20 fucking different lines of dialogue. For what? I know I probably missed something, but it's not. We're gonna go rescue this dry devil, dress up as guards, fucking steal the weapons back. That's all I need to know. I said it in 4 fucking sentences, or 4 bullet points, not even sentences. He didn't do it in 5 minutes of chatting. Alright, apparently we can do some stuff here. Yeah, I'm in desperate need of lockpicking, so what I'll do is, when we get to a nice little safety spot of just relax and enjoy and look around, I'll leave it, and then I'll improve my lockpicking skills. You don't want to see that. It's going to require me to buy about 50 lockpicks, or maybe find a trainer of lockpicking skill and just spend a whole lot of dash. Sometimes these guys will help you with that. Let's see. Innkeeper. His name is Treadlight. Train. Okay, so he's not a trainer. Just trade. What kind of sprocket to English? Alright, piss water. Where's my horse? It's over here stuck. Pebbles, what are you doing? Nice. If you can believe it, we just hit the halfway point in the game. It's just wild, isn't it? I honestly, as I said, everything that went down in killing Ishvan thought, I wouldn't have been, you know, that mad.
You don't feel
If,
like talking, eh?
Come on.
We'll make 4 long journey.
I'll talk. I didn't see that. I wouldn't have minded if it had ended there. Now the thing is, the game would have taken 6 or 7 years, I assume, to get that long. You know, that's the question. Like, you have to ask yourself: would you prefer, you know, a cheap kind of reused sequel every 3 years, or a fully fleshed out new map, new sequel, almost new game, new universe, new engine every 6 years? New fancy engine, new fancy graphics. And I tell you, you'll sit down and a huge portion of people, well above 80% I'd say, would prefer the lesser graphics and a sequel every 3 years. Because one every 6 years, 7 years, that's one game for that entire generation from that studio. Do you get me? I'm not expecting a full trilogy in one generation, but we used to get that stuff. I don't want to rush them either, but we're so broken with the budgets and the scope of games. It's stupid. Like I would have much preferred God of War Ragnarok split into 2 games and actually flesh them both out than the mess we got. Now everybody wants to just forget about it and move on to Egypt. Or they announced some of the orchestra stuff they're doing for the 20th anniversary and are very keeping stump on the possible collection. Where there's smoke, there's fire, and I do think it's either going to be something a little less important, but it could be like just a remake of the first one. We'll see. And people are getting like really specific and really pissy. Where they're like, well, if we're getting a collection in the Greek games, it better not just be the first 3 or whatever. And I get that, but like, I don't think we're in any situation to be making demands these days. Especially at Sony, where you're just lucky to get any game at all. Yeah, it's low-hanging fruit to give out to them, but when you make over $1 billion of failure because of live service shit, we have the right. We have the right to shit up and down them. You've given us what no one asked for, and then taken it away what no one asked for, but spent that time. More importantly, who even fucking cares about the money, because they're making it back in the console, but they'll make you remember the money. You know, you'll see the studio shutting down. You'll see all that. You know, but it's the time. We have time we can never get back. Oh no, we stopped for a piss.
I just better not piss on my boots or trip over.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure you'll trip over. Just don't piss on me.
Not done yet. Finally.
Oh god. Wash your hands. No, he's wiping his piss hands. Oh no. What's up, buddy? Did you see something? Sees a little grave or something.
What's that, you know?
Shrine. What is it?
Oh, come here.
Alright, back to the horses. Oh, where are we going? Are we going down here? Should we leave the horses on the road like that? Someone will see them. You say so. Look at the little rock over there. So cool being out in the forest like this. So many great forests in Ireland just like this, where you will be almost deafened by the some deer over there, by the bird song. I saw some horses over there. This guy's yappy. I don't know if I can trust him.
Maybe by the stream, or right in it. No.
Yeah, we'll see about the longsword. Very strong, but very slow. You can see I'm missing my master strikes and everything. What happened here?
One time, they decided to rob some merchant because we were running out of...
You are a yapper.
What are we going to do now?
Well, welcome to our camp. It's
way, thank you.
We called it home.
It ain't much.
Hey, you don't see me insulting your home.
So where are the cannons?
We hit something down below last time. By the stream, near the boulders.
Okay.
And something is buried a little ways over there.
Don't you remember where you put them?
Oh, for God's sake.
I have a rough idea.
Admit they're going. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The crossovers.
So? Where are they?
Can't see Spider-Man win this one.
Places. Let's look at all of them. They are
I mean,
here somewhere.
Arnie beat the Predator. He was just human.
Nonsense. I'll walk around, get my bearings. You'll see. Anyway, we need a shovel. There used to be one by Janner's tent.
Which one is that?
The one made of leaves.
I have a shovel already.
We don't.
Okay, we gotta dig up these hidden guns. So you're seeing a lot of guerrilla warfare going on here because clearly we're outmatched. Alright, so what are we gonna do now? I have a shovel. Does it say anything? Old campsite. It's a pretty random old questing going on right now. Get the guns. Cannon's supposed to be buried underground. Doesn't remember exactly where. Dig up. You can hear by the music that this is just so goofy. It's like a PS1 Harry Potter indie style game out. Devil's Den. So cool. Maybe this is it. Maybe that's all we're doing here. Maybe we'll have another map. Have they really loaded that many maps? Oh, it goes down very far down there. Alright. Let's go find these guns. Where's he going? Said something by the stream. By some boulders. Bam, bam, bam. Why is it always some drunkard? Here it is. Bring the shovel. Okay. Where'd he go?
It's already taking us longer than we wanted.
That's because you're yapping and pissing. Poor old Henry's always on this shit duty. It's not. Yeah.
This place seems really familiar.
You sure?
Before that, we had to bury old Lodiel, and we had to fortify ourselves.
Gross.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
Yeah.
So, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
Good luck with that. It's someone's old grave. And cover it back up. At least we got some shaver snaps out of it. It's like a fable quest, man. I've listed this guy.
Listen, lad.
Just tell me you didn't throw those hand cannons in the water.
Of course not. Look at that basket over there.
What about it?
The cannons are not there, but there is something better. Booze.
Good God.
Be a lovely lad and fetch it.
Let's move on. No booze.
We're moving. No stalling.
You have as much fun as watching grass grow.
You're as drunk enough for 3 of us. Sorry, buddy, but if you weren't pissing and yapping so much, I would gladly stop for some booze. You little shit. Come here. I honestly think that Shishka knew what the state this guy was in. That's why he sent us after him. Sort of muttering under his breath. Good luck, you know. I was thinking it was over here somewhere. Can you get through there? Oh, it's so nice when the AI can just fucking walk through the bush, but when I try and do it, it's a cement wall. I can't expect them to have like they're giant cannons. Unless you mean, it says guns. See, they have so many names for it. And they were calling them pistoles. And everything. That sounds fucking Spanish.
Enough playing around. Here.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
We've used the guns a little bit. I told you we'd be bigger. Don't want to take anything from his body. What was that last thing? Silver badge of defense.
God grant him eternal life.
Dude, you made me exhume a body, man. That's terrible luck.
Then I reckon I know where the hand cannons are.
Hand cannons. Nice. He's a great chance. Predator relies on sneaking the prey, but Spider-Man has spider sense. Exactly, yeah. And then when he like throws that cool spinning saw blade, you know, he already got away from a few of those from Green Goblin and Hobgoblin. What else? The big explosion. I mean, he can just swing far, far away. Honestly, Spider-Man wouldn't let it go off anyway. Just web his hand to it.
This is it.
Don't tell me you've lost your way.
Oh, please.
What else? The laser missile launcher. Yeah, that might be tough. They are pretty strong too.
There are 2 kinds of people.
Nice. There we go. You're one that watches. Yeah. If I Google Skinner, I get the horror Dark Horse comic, No Trace of Spider-Man. Yeah.
Don't cry.
I assume it's all Dark Horse. Sounds more like a Spawn title than anything.
I won't be lugging them around.
Right. Are we going to see Zizka?
So I know we've been going hard in this game.
Do you want to go alone?
I know it might be a bit difficult if you're not enjoying this pace.
Mount up then.
Hope it's not too much, but just there's so many games coming up next week and the week after. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, you guys have a chat between yourselves or with me. What would be the best time or best game to give away? I wanted to be some kind of a little event. I don't want to have to wait just to GTA. I'll do one for GTA, but something before then would be nice. But I don't mind. I like doing those anyway. So it's somehow a way to give back. What kind of points have you guys all got now as well? Why are you so slow, Pebbles? I have this thing where he's supposed to go fast, but I think it's only for the start of a race. Wait, have I a bad smell? I do, because I dug up the body. So I got a stank on me. Damn it. There's a little picture of a woman holding her nose. And it's like, what the fuck is that? Reeky. Hey man, I'm Reeky Lake. You stink. This is not so only unpleasant for people around you. Your stench can even give you away if you're trying to pass unnoticed. Easy to get rid of the smell by visiting the baths or washing yourself in the trough. Because he made us dig up all this stank.
I think I've heard that one before.
I should have walked into the... You're such a singer.
How did Zizka put it? The best shot north of the Alps.
And also the best singer north of Sasau.
I love how the game naturally has a crosshair in the middle of the screen. But when you use a bow and arrow or a gun, poof, it's gone. That's intentional. And you can turn this one off too if you want to keep your immersion. But I just found that hilarious. I swear they were listening to me. Avowed just got an update with a whole lot of cool stuff. One of them being an option for the HUD to disappear after a few seconds. A dynamic HUD. That's exactly what I wanted in that game. So it's kind of cool. No, I don't have delusions of Davis watching me play games, but it's just funny. What ends up happening is problems are predictable, and you have the majority that feels the same way about a certain issue or a problem, or wishes something was easier, better, or worse, or whatever. And then it just happens to be that way. So, if anything, it just means I'm a stereotypical gamer with the same quality of life wants and hates as everyone else, you know? I'm not the only person who hates stealth. It's hard to get comfortable these days. Sorry, I'm in the cusp of, like, going Office Space on this chair and destroying it and getting a new one. So we're putting up with those annoying things. No one wants to be literally sitting on their bollocks all stream now, do they? What's this? This seems like a toll, or possibly... No, this is your men? I don't mind doing a bit of killing. Hello? Friend or what? Hired hands, okay. Can we trust these men? Hired hands means fuck all these days. Less know the better. No, it's the man himself. Hello. Hey, he finally took off his bandage. He looks sick. Dude, your scar is sick. And you didn't lose your eye. I thought he would lose his eye. What was so gross about it? I guess it was, they said it was festering. So it would have been just yellow pus everywhere. I hope you're not eating or anything. But that pus is actually one of the body's defense mechanisms. Isn't that cool? Same with blood. If you ever get a little scratch or anything, blood will rush to that area. You're not leaking, you know, you're not sprung a leak. It's a type of defense mechanism. The plasma in the blood can act as a coagulant and it can seal it off. Isn't that pretty cool? And same with pus. Now it is infection. It means infection. Obviously, it's not good, but
have the hand cannons.
It's actually a type of
Any trouble?
kind of like when the forest rots and comes back. Same with pus as well. It's a purgatory.
It went smoothly.
Purgatory. Can we get like Coronation Street, but it's in a purgatory?
Civ?
So every episode, welcome back to the purgatory.
We wait.
The British, they spend as much time every day pronouncing the least amount of letters as they can. It's actually a fine art.
We would block the road with a tree or something.
Purgatory. So I had to get one out there. Skinner is about a bunch of influencers getting, I assume, slaughtered on a Canadian survival. Say less. Say less, I mean. I gotta look that up. Influencers getting skinned alive? That sounds like a jolly good time. Whip out the lotion and jack it to that. That's self-fulfilling prophecy right there.
So they will not see it until they are right next to it.
Sounds like something that the Dark Pictures would make.
And what then?
Then we rise with the hand cannons and blast the bastards to smithereens from above.
Skinner.
What a load of rubbish.
What rubbish?
That's
It
cool.
is like a battlement, but
6
on a
internet
wagon.
celebrities
Get it
who
right.
accompany a superstar survivalist on a one-week trip deep into the remote Canadian wilderness. After their plane crashes, bunch of fucktards, the influencers and their guide are stalked by a mountain man of local legend. The Skinner.
Then what?
We'll wait for them to arrive.
Nice.
And then...
Turns out it's actually Principal Skinner. That's right, he's lost his way. Looking for Bart Simpson with his butt out. Skinner! Superintendent Chalmers, what are you doing here? In a wagon we go again. Is that the dry devil?
No, how many fucking times have I told
How many
you?
fucking times? It's not called Skinner.
I know attention to him, Rupert.
Rupert one smack your ass. Here we go. Careful. Careful. Bumbleclot.
Paul. What the fuck?
There's more of them than I was expecting. Can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Yeah!
You too.
I used to wear spectacles in the game, but everyone was jealous of my spectacles, so
Working on it.
don't wear them anymore. It's hard out here for Henry to be a pimp, you know? Oh!
To the task!
Charge! Boom! I never hit that joke. Alright, how many actually died? They all missed! Every shot! Oh, this really is a comedy, man. It's not a tragedy, it's a comedy. I can't look. Okay, maybe I was shooting. What the fuck was it? Blanks? Nobody died. Not even the horse. It just... The horse died of fright. The horse died of fright. Oh my god. The writing in this game is awesome. Yeah!
Well, the next one will go straight through your guts.
We hope. Reach for the sky, because that's where I'm shooting, please. Help me out here, man. I can't hit anything.
So next time, will you hit the mark?
Maybe.
Rather settle it without bloodshed.
God, I love the writing in this game.
Surrender, and none of you will be harmed.
Right. Please don't kill us. I'm not going back to jail, man. I swear to God. I told my wife and my baby, I ain't going back, man. I ain't going back. You can kill me before you put me in. Sorry. Sorry. Thought I was in the middle of a 90s gangster movie. Him making steamed hams. Dude, what's wrong with a bit of steamed ham?
Are you gonna shoot at this sky again?
Yes. Oh, I will shoot, but in your belly. There are many ways, many of us in the woods, okay? We'll be done with you in no time. We're obeying the orders of the Lords of Lipa. I don't think there's any way of... These guys are already intimidated. Let's just intimidate them right back. That always seems to work. This little angry red face over here is your reputation with these current bandits. As you can tell, they look like a mean, angry little hemorrhoid. So I guess we won't be able to stop them that way.
Let's get this straight.
Let's be honest. Who wants to, like, actually, you know, talk your way out of this? I want to fight. Let's go.
Sting like a butterfly. I'll stick him up. I'll get him.
It looks like that.
Remember Scrappy Doo?
Let me at him. Let me at him.
And we have armor. And
I shadow box and I still lose.
And shitting your brains, eh? This will be easy. Give them hell. Don't spare anyone.
But please, if I drop a penny on the floor, maybe it'll make you cry a little more. Alright, looks like I can start off by shooting one with... What the fucking horse zombie? Horse zombie. There's a zombie horse. Alright, light him up, I'm on fire. Hey, I got one of them. And now I'm fucking dead because somebody just did the good old Kings of Leon. These motherfuckers will just shoot you in the face. Okay, here we go. Oh, this guy's got a bassinet and everything. Christ, he's it. Christ. Crikey. Kurva. Good job. Nice, we just skewered that dude. Right, I'm bleeding, I gotta be careful. I keep bleeding, I keep bleeding. It's the medieval male period. Also known as, oh, you bastard, you stabbed me in the winky. Yes. I'm pissing in two directions. Alright, who's next? Who wants to die? I do. I think we're winning. Yes. Rescue the dried devil. Yay! Got it. Which one of you guys did I actually hit by accident? I'm sorry. Here's a bit of bread. 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 Anyone watch me play Stalker 2? Bread. Bread and vodka and bread. It's my old friend. It's Bread. Hey, Bread, how you doing today? Oh, I'm doing alright, Simon. What are you up to? Well, I'm gonna fucking eat you right now, bitch. Please, no. Please, I'm your friend, Bread. I'm sorry, I'm very hungry. I'm gonna have some sweet pancakes, also known as Strupen waffle. And you haven't lived until you've had a Strupen waffle. You wanna take that thing, right? A little bit of caramel and a bit of waffle, right? And you want to fucking put that on top of a hot cup of tea until it melts a little bit. And then let that fucker fall into the tea. You're like, oh, bollocks! And then you're fishing out the Strupen waffle. And you take a little spoonful of it. And the tea mixed with the caramel and the brown sugar and the cinnamon. And then before you know it, you're in heaven. You've died. You're not wearing a pouch. Bitch, I want to eat the bread. Eat that bread. Oh, yeah, that doesn't heal you. Oh, well, I don't need to be healed. Okay, which one of you is the dried devil? Hired hand, you okay? Jan is still alive. Is the drunk guy... What's this guy doing? Well, hey lads, we're all going to heaven. Hey. What's happen when you die? You're not going to heaven. Oh my god, he's doing the Elon Musk salute. Oh no! 1, 2, buckle my salute. He swears on the life of his mother and his 16 children that he wasn't doing a naughty salute. Dawsy, don't do it. Can he just fuck off and retire and just release... like an aftershave and just call it Musk. Musk by Musk. It's a bit musty. Nice. Oh, I was hoping you died. Chickachento. Alright. Poor horse died from shock. That was hilarious. Alright, let me in. Can we talk to this man? I think we gotta talk to Hans Peterberg first. Can we head out for fuck's sake?
We should get out of here, don't you think?
Still not good with the.
Gone, the better.
Yeah, I ain't got time to bleed. No one bleeds my own blood. Hey, blood, get back in there. You know that bit from Cloudy with a chance of meatball. What does he say? It's enough to make a grown man cry, but not this grown man. Get back in there, Tyr. It's like that. It's enough to make a grown man bleed. Get back in there, blood. What is this man's haircut? He looks like fucking Carrot Top.
It was an accident. I couldn't hit you that well, even if I wanted to.
So,
that would be a shame.
As goofy as it is, we are still collecting some men across the way.
Spare me the flattery.
Jesus Christ, he looks like a hairy rock.
Warms the cockles of my heart.
Holy shit, dude. Is that Orlok from the new hit movie Nosferatu? Hey guys, you gonna go see Nosferatu? Remember I was playing Repo and Johan's like, you got American accent? Bitch, what side of a fucking America? Oh, I'm pressed nothing.
You have some kind of hideout? What about your people?
I'm bad, man.
Our old camp was a shithole.
Don't insult our home from home.
Shush! We can stay here.
Here? For all to see?
This here hole is far from town, and has such a bad reputation that decent.
This here hole is far from tiny.
As long as you're paying,
that's too much information.
Will serve you wholeheartedly.
Alright.
This place has everything we need.
GameCube controller for Switch 2. They're getting the accessories ready for Switch 2.
There are no fleas in the bag.
I just don't want the drift.
Den, and I like that.
All right, have it your way. Henry, go to the innkeeper and arrange our stay here. But back to the point, Devil. What about your people?
My people?
My people.
Bianca isn't enough for you.
No, he isn't.
That's too bad. Oh, they fucked off somewhere. They didn't send any messages to my jail cell.
We'll have to do something about that. But first, you should go and see Catherine. See if she's settled in and if she's all right.
Yeah, I want to see if she's
she'd try to find work at
really settled in. Wait, what? Aren't you coming? Not right now. I'll give you like 5 minutes.
You're not coming with me?
Does that bother you?
Yes.
You're not afraid of her, are you?
No.
Someone might
I need you to hold my hand.
If they saw us together.
All right. What will you be doing?
I don't know about these two, but I'll be having a rest. I'm not going to sit on a horse.
They kind of look like brothers. He looks like Steve Buscemi on the left, and he looks like Steve Buscemi's shit on the right.
The three of us could just about make an infamous cabbage-stealing band. The best thing would be to recruit from your old comrades.
Steve Buscemi.
Forget it. It hurts like you shot off one of my arse cheeks. I can barely stand.
At least tell me what happened to your infamous Devil's Pack.
Yeah.
Where can we find them?
They're all dead.
I'd like to know that too. Where are they, Kabianka? Why didn't you lot free me from jail?
You gather a band of criminals and then you are surprised they cannot be trusted?
So, nobody's left?
Some might return now that the devil is back.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows somewhere.
Or will you find them? They could be anywhere.
We'll have to search for them. Will you help us, Henry?
Yep. We'll get the Devil's Pack back together. That'll be. They could help us in war, you know.
I like that boy.
It seems to be a wider quest
in
in this game is getting an army together.
I'd love to.
We're doing pretty decent, in fairness.
That fuck up.
Not many of us are left.
Janos
and Adder were the first to run. I reckon they are gorging themselves somewhere. If they have any.
The Devil's Pack run from battle?
And his brother. They've always been reliable.
You sure you're not the Chicken's Pack?
No? Bahuta took it badly. He's not coming back.
Fuck. Henry may be able to convince him.
I doubt it, but he can try.
So this will be the wider quest for us now in this area, I think.
Matthew and Roniak.
Getting the Devil's Pack.
Who knows where they ended up?
Okay.
And that's all.
We could also try those rebellious farmers who are fighting against Sigismund around here.
Yes.
I don't want any dirty peasants. I want my old pack.
No. You need militia.
There is no one else left.
Where should we look for them? The Devil's Pack. I love that. Kubienka, and then he has that color flag, which must be for Kutenberg. Nice.
And where should we look for them?
I can't believe we were streaming for 4 hours already.
I think I could help
Time
you
flies
with
when you're
some
being a goofy bastard and having
Come
fun.
and
Thank
see
you,
me
guys.
when you want to get
Thank you
started.
for keeping me company. I'll start by finding Liechtenstein. No, I'll look for the gang as well.
Liechtenstein can wait.
Yeah.
I better look for the rest of your devil's pack.
Great.
We're gonna need them, right? We're gonna need them. That devil's back.
Pretty eyes. They're probably not going to be very friendly after what happened, so be nice to them.
I'll bear that in mind.
All right, go ahead. But don't forget, Catherine's waiting for you in Kuttenberg.
Right, okay. Ba-bum. Speak of the devil, okay. Alright. That's a lot of quests. Something else popped up while we were chatting away there as well. The devil's den. Let's see. Into the underworld. Okay, so into the underworld, I think maybe is the main quest. Katrin is in Kudenberg, asking around about Liechtenstein. What time I visited there. I figure out what's going on. You say I found work in an ale made in the hangman's halter. That was quick. We freed the dry devil. Now he needs to get his whole band back together. First of all, I have to ask Kubienka about who it is I'm looking for. Okay. Not bad, not bad. A lot of stuff to do. So is this the Wicked Wild World for this map? I wonder where Kutenberg is then. I assume... Oh, is this it over here? Yeah, it is. I bet you it's like the entirety of that area. Not that far away either. Okay. Cluster headaches. Oh, are you getting some? Does someone you know have cluster headaches? It's pretty rough. What's wrong with my armor? What's it saying here? Overeating. Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm starving, nearly dying. Now I'm overeating. Like, which is it? You know, I can't please you for want of trying. Little shite. You can't not hum along some of this music. It's pretty banging. Oh, hey. Now, I did do a lot of side quests at the start of the game. That's why it's ended up like 30 hours before the wedding. And it was for the betterment. You see how strong we are with our sword. But obviously, it's caused the playthrough to balloon. But, you know, there ain't no time limit or rush on these things. But, you know, certain things. I think I did 1 or 2 side quests off stream. It was for that Miller guy. That was about it. Miller, and that's how I ended up. No, this nice armor I'm wearing was part of that treasure hunt we had. So no, I think we ended up finding a piece by accident because I was in the woods that time. If you remember, I was climbing across these bricks or planks of wood. Sorry, bricks, whatever. And we just found a random cross in the middle of nowhere, and that ended up being one of the treasure locations. So I found it without needing the map, which, as you can imagine, pretty dumb stupid of me, you know. Pretty stupid. All right, we can have a look at these dry devils. I love the signpost for this place. That's how they see the devil. Not so horns as much as a beast. All right, let's go. Where did they go? They're upstairs. Let's see where these devils are. This would this would appear to be our moment of freedom in the area. We won't keep Katrin waiting too long either. Mustn't never keep a lady waiting. A weighty Leighton. Don't keep a weighty Leighton. It says he's up here somewhere, isn't it? Excuse me? Why do you have to be so hard to fucking find? Alright, tell me about the people in your gang.
You said you were going to tell me more about the devil's former
It's
band.
going to be like pop,
Really
pop, pop
do
all
not
over the
waste
map, you know?
time, do you? Anyway, only a few fellas out of the whole glorious pack survived the shitstorm, and it's not certain they are still alive. As far as I know, Matthew, Bahuta, Raniak, Janosch, and Eder survive. I only
That is a
know
lot
where
of
to find
dudes.
Bahuta, and maybe Matthew. But who knows?
Start with Bahuta.
Tell me about Bahuta first. Who is he anyway?
Well, Bahuta...
It behooves you
he
to
was
tell me
always
about
in trouble.
Bahuta.
Angry as a dog and covered in bruises. He and his brother could drink all the beer in the inn. Just the two of them. Then they would make a terrible ruckus.
It sounds like you three would get along well. But you said
True.
your brother was dead.
So we didn't get into too much shenanigans this session. It's mainly getting into Gutenberg, and I knew there was going to be a little political yapping. That's the weird thing about the first game. You end after everything and you're like trying to catch your breath. And there's, honest to God, about 45 minutes of political yapping at the end. And yeah. I think we ran into some crashes.
Where can I find Bahuta?
Kind
Directory in Grunts. He
run
helps
out
out with the
of
church.
patience a little bit. I don't mind games crashing as long as I don't lose or corrupt saves.
Did you ever see him again after
it's
they
not
caught
easy,
the devil?
you know?
Yeah.
It's not easy to make
But
games.
there was no reasoning with him.
But I do hate stealth sections, so fuck that. I have no sorrow or understanding for devs who spend time on that crap. Same with photo mode and petting your dogs and petting animals and all that shit. I get it, it's lovely, it's blah blah blah, but a lot of that is trendy crap that's only shown up in the last 5 or 10 years because social media says so. And it's something that can come 6 months down the line. Your game is full of bugs. I don't care if I can pet a dog. I need to know if I can play the game, you know?
I'll go over there.
Priorities, my friends, priorities.
No
My cousin had one recently.
Be careful.
Yeah, there can be like little lightning storms. They can mean nothing or they can mean something. Could be a food allergy. Could be a bit of cheese. Could be dairy allergy. It could be a bigger problem. Very rarely, if it's just a small one, it's completely normal. I don't tend to get migraines. I get like such a weird sensation. But the only way of describing the headache I would get is like somebody gave me a box in the head. It feels like a bruise and a welt, you know. But then I'll start squeezing and moving and massaging my head. I know it sounds like not a good idea, but it's just a tension. I think it's a tension headache for me, or screen fatigue. And by doing that, massaging my head, massaging all over here like this, my eyes, between my eyes, back of my head, all this stuff, and I'll move it all around, and it kind of moves the blood around a bit. You feel a little bit dizzy, a little bit, not too hard, of course, and then just usually by the next day I'm fine. I very rarely take any kind of pain medicine or anything. I'm lucky like that, you know. It's not everyone has that. Some people deal with chronic pain all the time. Okay, that's all I need to know about him. Okay, that's what about Matthew.
Now tell me something about this Matthew fella.
Doesn't matter too much.
Someone with a name like that surely can't be all bad.
The name may be pretty,
Surely.
but he's as ugly as sin.
Yeah, affect the eyes, yeah.
You better not stare at him too
I
much.
do get a little migraine.
He's
It's like
not
right
good for
on
your
the bone
stomach.
of
He's
the eye
also a
socket.
damn willy bastard. People say he likes to rob on trade routes, telling his victims
I've heard
he's
of those, was
collecting tax
researching.
for the king.
Yeah. It's usually like a little lightning storm, a little fluster. Some people suffer a lot. And the same with the migraines as well, the poor things. So it can be something as simple as needing glasses too. You're surprised there's so much going on up there. Or is he in your band anyway?
If he's so crooked, why did you take him
You
into
always
your
need
band
an
in the
old
first
teeth
place?
and a
Nasty
cutthroat.
characters are more suited to our line of work. It is much harder to convince good people to do bad things.
I want to see if there's the actual record of these guys.
I'm not afraid of dirty work. Sometimes there's just no other option.
Here. If it bothers you,
Here.
there's no place for you with the devil.
And where do I find him?
I hear there's someone robbing merchants on the roads near Miskovitz. That would be fitting for him. Maybe the bailiff can tell you more. It's practically happening in his yard.
What about the rest of the band? You mentioned more than one person.
Of course.
It's our first big side quest in Gutenberg.
I don't know where they are.
Headaches and got
but I can
glasses.
tell
Yeah,
you
isn't it
about
weird?
them.
It's because the reason for that is because we're actually putting tremendous strain on our eyes without noticing it. You might even not have that much bad eyesight or whatever. Or you can have a stigmatization in your eye. Or you can be a little bit cross-eyed, or one is focusing more than the other. I think I have a little stigma in one of my eyes, the left one. But nothing's come of it yet, but it's these things you tend not to notice until you're in trouble. Okay. I kind of just want to whiz through this. Sorry to be mean. Let's whiz through all of these.
Do you know?
Sorry, buddy. We'll get. It's more about just finding them anyway. And then Janos.
Tell me about Janos.
Sorry, buddy. How do I recognize him?
How can I recognize this?
He'll tell us in the journal
Like
anyway.
I said,
Looks like a
he
cumin.
looks a bit like a cumin. He speaks almost like we do, but in a queer way. Where you
Queer
talk to
way.
him.
Jesus.
You will definitely notice it.
Surprised they didn't try and cancel the game for that one instead of the rest of them. Goofy bastards. Are we done here? Tell me more about Rennick.
Tell me more about this.
Tell me why.
How do you? I, buddy would.
Where can I find him?
Do you have it?
What?
That's all I need to know. I'll go and look for them, thank you.
Thanks.
Sorry, just yapping. The journal will
They
help
may
us.
sound like a bunch of morons as I tell it, but they will be damn useful to
Yeah.
us.
I don't
Good
need
luck.
to know about them, I just need to know the direction, you know? Unless there's some secret password for the Devil's Pack. But you know, it's all world building and stuff.
Coming to play?
Ooh, more dice. I do love the dice. The game is urging me to use these badges and I don't really want to. It's a whole different level. It's their way of this guy ain't good. Hello. Sometimes they're trainers, no?
Seems that way. Do you have a room for us? At least for a few days.
Have to pay for
Of
it.
course. We have 2 free rooms just upstairs.
What?
I'll have them cleaned up.
What?
Don't even bother cleaning them, innkeeper.
Treadlight. The name's Treadlight.
That's so unfair. I paid for a room in Trotsky, 130 groschen, which now is small time, but at the time it was all I had. I needed somewhere to stay. What's new, Pussycat?
What's new around here, innkeeper?
There's talk that young Bruttons form a fight club in Horsham. Maybe they'll let you into their circle. I heard there's a haunting in Old Cudner. There was a
Cool,
great tragedy one time in the mine near there. It's abandoned now. The ground collapsed, and a pit to hell opened up there.
Wow.
And then Smolka came by. She's the one who runs the bathhouse across the street. She said a fella came in, all restless and fidgety.
He tells you the local news.
That he wanted to take her somewhere else, and Smolka wouldn't have it.
Oh, she gone? Is she
But
missing?
when he offered to pay double, she agreed. You know how it is. These days, every groschen counts.
Is she okay?
Is he a fucking pig?
If only that.
Did he hurt her?
So what did he do?
The girl came running in all beaten up. Smolka couldn't get her to talk about what happened. I went to see her. The girl was all blue with bruises. Her knees blooded.
Bastard.
Who was this fella?
The way Smolka described him to me, he must have come with Sigismund's army. I've seen a few of those around here.
Have you any idea where
Yeah.
I could find him?
Rumor has it he's been sleeping.
Straining your eyes with small text on the screen for a whole ship, making me feel awful. I can only imagine. You'd be half queasy and sick.
I'm sorry about the girl, but what can you do?
Today it's a bath maid. Tomorrow it could be someone's wife.
Yeah.
It'd be best to get rid of this piece of shit as soon as possible.
I will.
If you see him around here, don't spare him. All right? And that's about it.
And that's about
Sounds
it.
interesting.
Changes his whole
Thank
thing.
you, innkeeper.
Who's this walking behind? Is that young? That's a cool way of
Show me
learning
your
the
wares.
information. And what is this? Robber barons. A cat there? What the fuck is that? Can't really see what it looks like. I hate that they do that. Change outfit. Maybe if I do this, it'll show me. There we go. Oh, Schwanke. How much? 300 for that? Sounding good. Owner might be a noble, also been someone who've ambushed travelers in the woods. Doodle day. Cooked chicken. Some shaver schnapps. The Rule of Saint Dimash. Skill book on Favoury. What's thievery? I think that's pickpocketing. I want lockpicking. What else to get down here? Use it moderate point lead at the start of a game. Oh, large point lead. Damn, how much do you want for that? I should have kept some stuff on here to sell. I guess I don't need two pistolish. There, sell that. Not selling. I could sell this. I was just making these for the crack. Look at all that food there, over there. I should put away some of these too. Oh yes. Alright. Put that against this. I will owe him 159. And we shall haggle.
Let's talk about the price.
Why am I in my britches all of a sudden? I'm in my britches. I do the itchy britchy. The picking on me. Alright, I'll give you one. No, I want more, right? No, I owe him 150. Sorry, I get confused. I'll give you 100 for a hamburger today.
Do you accept?
Look, offer a bit more.
Okay. 110, that's all you'll get.
You see?
You see?
And take care.
He makes it sound like he got something. I just saved 59 groshens. I'm in my nip. I think it was because I was just looking at the clothes. But the game is like, fuck you bother, you naked. Alright, I think that's enough for today. Let's see what the map says on that questicle. I'll see how important the quest is, and maybe we'll do that or save that. Do it off camera, save it. Maybe we want to go into Gutenberg. Yeah, they're all scattered. Scattered. There's A. Where's A? That's BC. AC. I don't know why this map will always control like arse. Can't zoom out anymore. There. Where's A though? A. A, B, C. No, it doesn't have an A, it just goes BC. BC? Where's the rest of the lads? Yeah, sure. We'll figure out. Into the underworld, I like that. Alright. Yeah, I'll have to figure out, like, the short sword. It's technically close to the damage, right? But it's just so much easier to use. This sword is so powerful. It's basically one-handed versus two-handed. It's up to you. Don't know if I'll use the pistol so much. I mean, it seems cool, but you need copious amounts of time to load it, then light it, then let it off. It's ridiculous.